Bonsoir. Hey, welcome in, people. Alika, thank you for raiding with a party of 3. Welcome in, raiders. Hello, my name is Bron, modern day bard at your service, your one-stop shop for poetry, performance, and pleasantries. When I'm not playing fighting games, you can usually find me reading, writing, and sometimes I might even sing you a song. But hey, welcome in. Gotta get that dinner. Go get something to eat, bro. I see you're playing Schedule 1. Hope you had fun, you know, doing operations. But hey, happy Friday night. I have work in the morning, as it would turn out. Work on a Saturday? What's wrong with you? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But hey, welcome in. Hello. Starting from the top. Hunter, Data Risk, Dib, Alika, and Nail. Hello. Welcome in. So, I cannot, for the life of me, figure out why my controller lags out when I have VTube Studio open. I did some more tests, and last time I checked, that's not what birds say. Hello, Karina. It was fun. I accidentally lost all the tutorial money to blackjack. The best thing you could do with the money. I haven't played the game, but in the many games that offered you the ability to gamble, all in on black. To him, it's just another Tuesday. Do you know what day it is? What, 19 days until Elena? Ayo. Also, Rio Kagura, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Yes, sir. I don't even know the DLC. I'm just gonna get my ass kicked by Elena. But then again, I get my ass kicked by everybody in Street Fighter right now. But that's beside the point. I play Guilty Gear. It's Yakuza Friday. Oh, shoot, you're right. Well, it's Friday. Isn't every Friday Yakuza Friday, or is it something specific? Hi, Ogre. Welcome in. Good to see you. If you're using keyboard, I'll fight you with keyboard when that happens. You already use keyboard, bro. Unless you don't. I don't know. Why the wonder of you design so cool? Huh? Huh? Hoagie. You play Guilty Gear so you can instead get beaten by Unica. Unica ain't even out yet. I use whatever's around me. Fair enough. From JoJo Part 8? Oh, I need to watch JoJo Part 8. I need to watch so many things. I'm actually thinking of having a watch party in the Discord tomorrow. I'm just gonna binge all of like Guilty Gear Strive, Dual Rulers. I could do it in one sitting, right? Not that hard. The stand name, The Wonder of You. I see. Part 8 still manga. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. Okay, I thought you were talking about Part 6. My bad. in my brain, I saw the 8, and it was a 6 in my head. I don't know. I guess I might be a little tired. I worked all day. Tomorrow I got to work again. It is what it is. How's work treating you? I like my job. I don't mind it. It's just that, like, I get home, and then I try to cram everything I want to do into one night, and then after that, I don't get enough sleep. But Bron, you should sleep. Don't you sleep earlier? I do, but then I don't, because I get in bed, and I start watching One Piece. By the way, I finished Wano. It was really good. Wano arc was really good. Now I'm on episode, like, 1080 something of One Piece. Them spoilers. 19 days until Lena, 19 days away. June 5th is also a Thursday. Feliz Jueves. Asuka would be proud. Just 19 days away. I can't believe it. Not a spoiler if it's just the song name. That's true. Sleep is for the weak. I'm very weak. I think that people should acknowledge that sleep makes you stronger and not weaker. Sleep is for the strong. If you don't sleep, you are actively poisoning yourself. I also listened to the one review song from Elvis. It was a banger. Hell yeah. So anyways, I can't figure out why when I have VTube Studio open, the controller just doesn't want to work with me. It lags. So what I mean is that, like, occasionally it'll just drop dead and then come back to alive like a second later, which is detrimental in a fighting game where every input counts. So we can't be having that. And for the longest time, I was like, okay, I guess I'll just stream without the model. But I'm tired. I want to stream with the model. What's the point? I have all this eye candy, and I want to see myself on the screen looking like, you know? Throne time? No, we don't need that right now. I thought it was an OBS issue. I thought so too. But then I did some more testing. So what I did today, earlier, I opened VTube Studio. Then I opened OBS. Then I opened Gear. Then I closed OBS. And it was still lagging. Then I opened OBS again and I closed VTube Studio and it stopped lagging. So, and also I looked at my task manager and I noticed that for some reason, actually I can open it again. The thing that is eating up the most of the CPU right now is the VTube Studio at a whopping 9% at its peak. That's not normal. OBS is like 2%. Guilty Gear, 3%. You know, fine, whatever. But why is VTube Studio eating up so much of the inputs? That's not normal. Hi, Candy. You got to transition to leverless? Is that a reason why you're playing on a keyboard? I figured I might as well try it, you know, just to see. Like, what's all the... like, if I can't use my controller, why not? Give me a second. I do need to use the controller to swap the controls, though.
Emitting the input actually. I'm hungry.
No, you're not. You're just a fat ass. Let's see. System settings, buttons, menu. Okay. Unplug. Oh, shoot. Is that not how that works? Uh-oh. Replug. What's good, Emblem? 9% out of how much in total? In total, about 25% GPU, 24 total right now. 21. It fluctuates, but it's about 20 to 24%. And so right now it's like 5%, 6%, 5.05. It's fluctuating between 5 to like 6, depending on whatever's going. Nope. If I start moving around, it jumps up to 8. Okay, cool. Ask one of Tara's homies regarding a snack box. I might try to learn how to play on a hitbox. Very cool. It's the phantom legs and arms of the Bron swallower model slowly self-coding themselves into an AI. It's gained sentience and it's growing like a bacteria. This is simply an extension of myself, brother. You have to go back to the title screen? Oh, I see. Okay. Now, how do I go? Oh, exit, duh. It's not a lot of usage. Usually, you don't want it above 70. That's very, yeah, my computer's working fine, so that's not the issue. It's literally, VTube Studio is, for some reason, affecting the way that Steam works. Maybe I'll learn to love fighting games again. It takes a minute, yeah. I find it fun to learn different control types so I can play at least somewhat competently on fight stick, hitbox, and pad. Fair enough. Okay, what? The last time these control settings were set, my brother set them. So, let me see. Battles. Okay. System settings. Menu. Okay. Up, WASD. Okay, cool. Select U. Return O. Okay. Wow, this is some filter, display menu, previous page, K, submenu N. U is confirm, O is back, if I recall. Okay, gotcha. Is this the default? It is default.
US for up and W for down. It would be funny.
Later. Okay, let's go back. Now that I remember. Okay, during battle, this is what my brother set it to, custom. Up is space, okay. E is down? Left? Huh? Down is E. Left is W. Right is F. Oh, he has it like that. What do you think is better, AWE or WE or WEF? What are these keyboard configs? This is what my brother was using. Don't. I don't know. My brother doesn't play fighting games, so he does whatever he wants. ASD plus space makes the most sense. That does make sense. What if I said AWE? And you trust him? I trust him with my life, brother. Kind of makes sense, to be honest. It's really cool. There's a collectible pendant in there. Where? Oh, GGST vinyls. Oh, wow. Nice. These controls scare me. My brother is a very cool individual. I mean, he's the type of guy where like he does things differently, but the moment he explains it to you, it makes sense why he does them the way he does. I prefer ASD, but EWF isn't the weirdest. I mean, it makes sense when I look at it because, like, ergonomically, your fingers rest in on those keys. I've never seen someone use EWF. Well, E being the center, right, where your middle finger is, and then W and F. So it's like clawed. Whereas ASD makes sense, but actually it's less ergonomic for you. The buttons aren't in a straight line. Mimics hitbox. Yeah, he's mimicking hitbox. This is a hitbox layout. Do you want to replicate a standard hitbox? Though you can use WASD and then right hands, whatever. Oh, well, yeah, this is... So, I'm trying to mimic the hitbox here, so let me just learn this. E, W, and F. Okay. And then... Punch is J. Kick is U. Wait, why would you do that? Okay, hold on. J, U... I and K. Oh, I see. He's got it like a circular, as though it were a pad. I think. Okay, and then dust is O, which is the 5th button next to it. Taunt is mapped to T. Dash is L. Interesting. You can also use arrow keys. I'm not gonna do that. It's less ergonomic. Ironically, it would probably feel more natural to most people because WASD, it's true. People grew up like that. But I think it's better to get used to the layout if you're going to be using a hitbox in the future. Your brother's genius. I trust him with my life too. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Ciceron. The right-hand defaults kind of don't make sense. I was thinking about it and then I realized, oh, I see how he thinks of it. So if you look at JUIK on your keyboard, right, it's technically a little diamond, right? That's the... Those would be the, think of it like a key, like a pad diamond, right? Was it A, B, X, Y, whatever? That's how I use hitbox fight stick. I clump all the face button sorted buttons like that. Okay. And then after that, on the side, you have O and L, right? O being the dust button, and then L being over here. But let's see. We need some other buttons, though. Roman cancel is P. Oh, okay. I don't know. My brain is a little, like arcade machine wired. So I naturally want my buttons to be in a line. But I can see why this would make sense. Even Einstein has some wild theories. Like Tekken buttons. Good morning. You trying to hitbox layout? I'm trying to set a keyboard layout for myself right here. Although this is what my brother set it to the last time he played on here with a keyboard. Because I play with a pad and he plays with the keyboard. Although he doesn't really play fighting games, so it's whatever. So burst is semicolon. P is Roman cancel? Man, I usually prefer an align easier to piano. I agree too. I think from what I've looked up, it's J-I-O-P for the right hand. J-I-O-P. It's a little weird. I don't know. But then like, so what, J would be punch or? The line makes sense. Mm-hmm. Hi, Alley Cat. Help me out, guys. The difference with WEF and hitbox is that there's not as much of a vertical difference, which does make things feel a little awkward on keyboard, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, I could set it to my own thing, right? I could do I could do ASD, right? But I don't know. I use kind of a hitbox to the right hand and WASD for left. No, yeah, they actually do make hitboxes like that where there's WASD on the left side. It's a custom type of hitbox. IOP, and then for PKSH. All right. Space for dust, U for RC. Okay. The movement. So I think the right hand is good. I think that space for jump. Space for jump and then E for down makes sense because then you can plink the controls. Ergonomically, I think WER does make sense. My other option would be AWE, but I feel like that's stretching a little bit. What do you guys think? Which is more freaky? Doing it like not counting ASD because that's very standard. Which one do you think is more ergonomic? AWE or WER? I know most of you guys are on computers right now, so just go ahead. Put your hand on the keyboard. We'll see how that feels, huh? Every leverless fight stick user has a different layout. You just have to experiment with it. I agree. I just set it up in whatever way makes sense to you. Yeah. I'm an arrow key user, so I don't know much about WASD layout. Mm-hmm. JIKL. JIK. You're using that? You're using a reverse WASD layout on the right hand? Bro. Personally, I use punch / heavy / FD for the top 4 buttons. For the bottom ones, I have K, dash, and dust. It's very interesting that you have K on the bottom. AWD sounds awful. I didn't say AWD, I said AWE. So, W would then be the middle button. It makes me uncomfortable having my arms so close together. I also think that's a little weird. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to scrunch up my arms, right? My attacks are on numpad. Oh, interesting. I don't have... My keyboard is, I think 70%. So it doesn't have a numpad, unfortunately. You could go for ergonomics, or you could use ASD plus space with, let's see, use QP6ZMG. Huh? QP. The most optimal layout. Oh, you mean... Oh. Well, that's something. My attacks... Wait, no. I already read that. For WASD, I use ASD as normal, spacebar for jump, and W for dash. Interesting. What if we just forgo the controller and just pay our opponent to do an IRL match in the EVO Hotel parking lot for a best of 10 knockouts? Well, I feel like that takes some of the fun of it, you know? Why fight by proxy when you can do it yourself? AWE feels like I curl the finger a bit too much. WER feels a bit better. WER does feel natural. But then what about WEF? Right? Oh, I guess that you don't want the finger to curl, right? I mean, in terms of how my fingers want to naturally stretch, it's funny. My ring finger feels very comfortable stretching out or being curled in towards A, and then my middle finger and my index finger don't curl very much at all if I put them on W and E, which is why I was saying AWE, right? As opposed to WE and R, or sorry, WE and F. If you want to know mine, ASDFV for punch, kick, slash, heavy slash, and dust. Interesting. Wait, you have the wait. You have your buttons mapped on the left hand and you move with... Oh, right, because you use WASD to move. Oh, you are freaky like that, but I respect it. I was like, whoa. We gotta reverse the mapping in my head there. We're having a parking lot brawl? I understand that. Might as well have it at the back of the Wendy's then. Because I don't think there's Waffle Houses anywhere nearby Evo. Is there? Last I checked anyway. WEF seems like it would work better. That's why I think my brother was onto something here. Then ZXC for any macro I want. C. What if you forgo the game and instead challenge them to a game of Tetris? You know, it's funny enough, that's another thing my brother's really good at. Like, he doesn't consider himself to be that good, but unless like you play Tetris at if you know what Tetra.io is and you play that consistently, that is the only way you're probably going to measure up to my brother. I don't think any of you can touch my brother when it comes to Tetris. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to set up cage matches between you and him, so don't ask me. WEF works. Good. Index finger is shorter than ring finger. That's fair. I use arrow keys numpad for movement. I know. To be a little more serious, if it was me, I'd probably use ASD space with JK O LP. Huh? Oh, I see. So JKL and IOP. And then bracket and... Oh, I see. No, it's TETR. Why don't I show you guys, actually? Because technically it's free. Did you guys know? Let me bring it up. It's TETR.io. Oh, I do have an account on this. Oh. Hold on a second. Come on, type it correctly. That is the incorrect password. Okay, hold on. How about... Bingo, okay. Unplug the controller. Unplug the damn controller. Okay. All right. Keyboard, the keyboard warrior. Hello, Petra. GG's yesterday, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of shut the stream off for a second and then locked in during our last set, so thanks for that. Hands being a bit too close is a problem for keyboard, as I've noticed. Angles awkward for the wrist, probably less of a problem for ergo keyboards. I'm not horrible at Tetris. I don't actively play it, though. Can I share a link? I'm interested. Keyboard. I've used that website to challenge IRL friend to a game of Tetris before. It's a good way to do it, for sure. Let me pull it up. There's patch notes. Go back. Press back. Play. This is Tetra.io. It's really cool. They got solo mode. They got multiplayer, bro. Multiplayer is sick because you can just jump in. And then you can just do quick play, or you can do like Tetra League, play ranked mode or whatever. Or you can do quick play. They have a tower. It's like a free-for-all, except you climb a tower. Here, just check this shit out. I don't remember what my control scheme is, and I'm not that good at Tetris, I'll be honest. Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what the controls were. Oh, that's my hold button? Yeah, alright. You know, it's fine to do a 2-wide, right, guys? Oh, okay. Shift is also holding. Okay, cool. My finesse is not that good either. I'm like a novice when it comes to Tetris, but I know a couple tricks. I'm just playing normal Tetris right now. There's really not anything to write home about. And then you can go for like a 2-wide. And then you get a Tetris. Cool. Right? And then leave that room for that hole there. I fucked myself. I meant to hold that. It's fine. We can recover. Okay, see, it's fine. Oh, someone is sending me garbage. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we recovered. We recovered. Oh, meant to rotate that. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, okay. I'm just playing Tetris. See, I'm not playing actual weird Tetris yet. What do I mean by weird Tetris? It means like modern Tetris, as in like shit like oh fuck, I fucked it. Oh no, man, I don't have the pieces for this. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh shit. No, not like this. I just wanted to do something cool, I swear. Please, no, I'm too young. I'm just a novice, a fledgling even. It doesn't fit. No, I fucked it. Wait. There it is. Give me up. Please. No, my T-spin. Lock in, you should play Persona games. Bro, try to do T-spin and fucked up. Like I said, I'm very inexperienced. I know how to do one. Here, we'll do one more time, okay? I can do a T-spin. What's the link, by the way? The Reddit? Alright, let me see. We have this link. Oh, yeah, no, I was just talking about this earlier, where there is, in fact, a WASD hitbox, and it looks like this. Having another up button I never use. Goat being unthroated. My goat's washed. No, I just don't play Tetris, guys. When's the Bron Swat Tetrio stream? You're watching it right now. I could tell the difference. One more time, okay? One more time. It's called a mixbox. It actually existed before the hitbox. Interesting. Okay, just... Look, I could do a 6-3 stack. Probably. I don't know an opener to save my life, but, you know. It'll be fine, okay? Up stack. Man, this kind of sucks. What can I do here? Oh, wait. Yeah, this will work. Put this here, put that here, then... Yeah! I did it. I can do it again, too. What's the best way to do it? Not like this. Okay, this is like the worst thing I could have done. It's a T-spin single. It's so pitiful. Like, my stacking is horrendous. Yeah, I should have saved that, actually. There's a lot of things I could be doing better right now. It's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. We're so good and we're so fun. comboing doesn't really give you much in Tetra.io and like other Tetris games. This game is actually more focused on getting a better multiplier score by doing back-to-back Tetrises and T-spins, which I think is really interesting and good. That being said, it's not looking too hot for me right now. Actually, well, I could save this, try to go faster, find another, what's it called? Okay, well, it's not quite working out the way I'd hoped, but that's fine. Okay, now we do this, and then do a back-to-back, and then to get a combo, and then set up for another one. Yeah, we see we're working. Yeah. Okay. I should have saved that for a Tetris. It's fine. Put this here. Damn, this is kind of ass. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't pause. Oh no. But Hack Fraud Wizard, thank you for the rating with a party of 13. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, my name is Bron, modern day bard at your service, your one-stop shop for poetry, performance, and pleasantries. When I'm not playing fighting games, you can usually find me reading, writing, and sometimes I might even sing you a song. Where's my controls? Sometimes I might even sing you a song. I can't rotate. Oh, that's because I'm pressing the wrong button. But hey, welcome in. I see you're playing Guilty Gear Strive. I love Guilty Gear Strive. Well, let's put this away. That's enough Tetris. But hi. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Please do get some rest. Otherwise, feel free to stick around. Now y'all know where to find me. Yo, Tetra.io. I do also love Tetra.io. Yeah, I was showing everyone because my brother is really, really good at Tetris. I'm not so good at Tetris, but he taught me some things. In actuality, I practice Puyo more than I practice Tetris these days because it's fun. And I also bought Puyo Champions on the Nintendo Switch, and so whenever I'm just not doing anything and I'm on the go, and I brought my Switch with me, I'll just get on and I'll start trying to practice my Puyo combos. That shit's hard. Puyo's hard. I cannot handle it. Yeah, I decided at some point I'm gonna learn Puyo, and I did. I'm pretty proud of myself for that, but I still kind of suck. Why? Because I can't look at my opponent and do my own thing on the side. I can't like do things at Mach speed yet. I have to still actively think about what I'm doing. PPT is fun though. Yeah, I like PPT. The only gripe I have with PPT is that the way the system works is that you could just cheese your way using what's it called, 4 wides, and that's kind of boring. He's watched chat. Raiders, spare yourself. He's a bad Tetris player. I'm not that bad. Like, I can do stuff. That's the good news. Take some skooma or take some jet. No. First keyboard, next steering wheel. You know what's a fun thing we could do? I have the DK bongos. 4 wide, yeah. It does suck. Slow down time. My goodness. I have the DK bongos, but I don't know how to set them up. I have the Mayflash. I was gonna do it like for maybe the Monday stream, but my weekend is looking busy as fuck again. Hold up, do you have a DDR pad? That one, unfortunately, is connected for specifically a PS2. And so I don't have a PS2 to PC adapter, so no, that's not happening. Unfortunate. Use the DK bongos solely to play the gorilla characters. Well, thankfully, Anji is technically a gorilla character, so we're in luck. I gotta figure out how to set that up, though. So that'll be later, probably not today. I'm not gonna spend all of today doing that. Guys, I have work in the morning, so... I've been streaming for nearly 7 hours. I need to go to bed. Have a nice stream. Have a good one, Hack Fraud Wizard. Did I not follow you? Because I swear I found your stream the other day and I don't remember if I followed you or not. I'll check later. But thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. You gotta play Soul. I mean, yes. But also, doesn't the DK bongos only have like 3 buttons or something? Plus a clap? Not for Strive. I have a feeling Tetris on a DDR pad is actually fun. You make a good point. Verizon? Wireless? Anyways, back to this. Let's just set this to whatever feels comfortable for me. So I'm gonna be a bit of a freak here. I'm gonna say, let's see, Up can stay space. Let's see. Which makes more sense? WER or W or AWE? Which one makes my hand not cry? Let's try WER. No, I'm partial to AWE. I'm not sure. Alternatively, SER. No, that feels weird. I mean, if I wanted to stretch all my fingers, then I would do WER. I think that just makes the most sense, right? Darkrai, hello. Up as space? Oh yeah, it's based on hitbox. So the reason why people have that set as a hitbox layout is because you jump with space, and then whenever you do like motion inputs, right? For example, like say a fireball input, you have to go down right. Or let's say you do a half circle input. Instead of having to press the jump button or pressing the down button, which is because normally in your head, right, you would say, oh, but space is lower, so that should be down. But if you have the three buttons, W, E, and R, for example, or let's just say W, A, S, D, right? If A, S, and D are next to each other, then that's left, down, and right, then you can just plink all the buttons together very quickly, right? What if you do a quarter or QWD? I also thought about this, but then I shifted it over and did WEF, which is exactly what my brother did. So I could just leave it as the way my brother did and just set the, what's it called? Just reset the buttons at the very least. What's my button layout, if I had to say? What makes the most sense in my head? Say U as punch, and then K as kick, and then O / okay, but like, but then how would I Roman cancel? Wait, I could do I could do, wait, J punch, U kick, O I / K heavy slash, and then O dust, and then we need to map this to something like entirely something else though. There we go. That way I won't accidentally touch it. Dash is L. Interesting. I mean, it's a 6-button layout, right? I think. The only thing, and then after that, well, technically 8-button layout. If you can't, because you got a Roman cancel and burst too. So, what Roman cancel and burst would be, Roman cancel on P is fine. Psych burst on semicolon is fine, but then I have to figure out where do I want to put the FD button, because you do need an FD button, right? Like, what would I hold down for FD? Like Alt? I don't know. I actually don't know what DK bongos look like. They're literally a pair of bongos. I say that because you at least know you're next to tab. That's fair. Which will be an indicator how far you're from pressing Q. I see. Kind of smart when you do it. So I could do actually QWE space. That's pretty ergonomic too, actually. You can Roman cancel by pressing the top 3 action buttons. It's way easier on leverless layout. That's true. That's true. That way I can save the semicolon for, what's it called? I could save semicolon for FD. But then what's the grab macro again? Oh, right, pressing dust and another button, right? So you do need an FD button. I feel called out. I mean, the reason that you want an FD button is because it's so easy to accidentally press, because I do that too. I manually FD, but sometimes I won't press the buttons at the same time, and an attack will come out and I'll eat shit. Also, hello Shizu, good to see you. I never have burst macro. It's so easy to accidentally press it. I agree with that actually. I don't have a burst macro on my controller. Instead, I press specifically dust and the top button of my pad to burst. So that works out. Oh wait, no, grabbing is just forward and back dust. Okay, no, we're fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and set so down as W, and then left as Q, and then right as E, right? QWE. And then after that we can put how do I want to do this? I kind of want to do punch and kick next to each other, and slash and heavy slash below that. So punch would be U, and then kick would be I, right? Wait. Yeah, okay. And then slash would be J, which stays the same. And then U, no, sorry. Heavy slash would be K. Oh, that stays exactly the same. Okay, cool. Dust can stay O. That's fine. Dash. Should I make the dash on P instead of L? That way I don't have to go downward. It's not a bad idea, actually. That way I could do... Oh, but that's weird. Because then I have to think about how do I do a Kara, right? How do I do a Kara anything? What's your attack buttons? So I just set it as U and I as punch and kick. And then below that, J and K as slash and heavy slash, right? I don't have an FD macro, actually. That's fine. I mean, I'm just saying I think you people should have one because it's so easy to mess up your manual FD. Don't need burst macro, to be honest. FD and RC macro have some uses, though. I agree. It's actually nice to have FD macro because you can just hold it, which doesn't do anything. You do, by the way, some of you don't know this, but actually there is, in fact, a reason to manual FD. Because if you try to FD break in the air, if you hold FD in the air, you actually fall faster if you use the manual. It does not happen if you use the macro, but if you manual it, you fall faster if you FD in the air, which is very applicable to many situations where you don't want to air dash too close to your opponent. Once you block, FD will come out. Yeah, exactly. I need to start using FD button, not gonna lie. Yeah, FD button is really good because you won't fuck it up. It also makes IBFD easier. I agree with this. The only macros I have are FD and dash. Oh yeah, same here. Pretty much. I don't have a burst button on my regular one, on my pad. I had never had one set, which is why I have a bad habit of not FDing. Yeah, exactly. What? Make O dash? I think make O dash, huh? What should be, so you're thinking make O dash, right? And then after that, dust should be P? Does that make sense? That makes me want to check the source code to figure out what... Oh, the reason why it's a difference is because the way the game works, what's it called? It registers as an attack coming out because of the way you manual input the FD, right? And so because of that, you do fall faster when you end up attacking, which kills some frames, I think. This is for me trying to remember how exactly it works. So it might not be 100% correct from what I'm remembering, but this is what I remember the explanation was from watching a YouTube video one time. And so yeah, if you do the FD macro, it doesn't work because it just registers as FD, and so you just block in the air. But by using the manual input, it registers as FD and an attack at the same time, which makes you drop faster. I've got RC on spacebar. Well, that's interesting. Air FD break. FD break works on macro if you hold it, which is weird. Interesting. That's true. Maybe I should try it out. The trick is you don't Kara and just gap. No, I do need to do that for my combos. But well, it's like, why would I handicap myself in that way, right? You put dash on O. Yeah, you just said make O dash. That's what you just said. Does anyone have W on dash, or am I a maniac? No, it works for you. If it works for you, it works for you. T-Bone Fish, yo, welcome in. I use J for punch, I for kick, K for slash, and L for heavy. You have a WASD button going on, like on the right side, which is funny. Personally, I think it works. Personally, though, I'm like arcade minded, and so I'm trying to figure out the buttons as a line. My goat would gape. Please don't say that. Then again, how can you car on DK drums? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's a discussion for another day. I meant dust on O. Oh, okay, so you want dust on O. It was already on O. Which makes dash P. I'm not sure, though. Hello. Forgot the question mark? What question mark? Oh, I see. Your other thing was meant to be a question, I see. I have mine set for the bottom row. Same, brother. Meant as a question. All good. T-Bone Fish, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy your stay. Basically the idea. K for punch. N for... Oh, you want it set on the bottom? N for kick. I for slash. Wait. K for punch. N for kick. I for slash. M for heavy. Girl, you are playing sideways. How is this good for your hands? Not I-L. Oh. Okay, okay. So, what is it? I'm going to read that again. K? You have K, N, M, and I. Okay, that's not as bad. Okay, it's actually kind of ergonomic. I set to taunt. All right. Fair enough. Do you have a specific lever list you had your eyes on? Not yet. I mean, personally, I would still prefer a levered controller. Like, I would love a stick, you know? One day I hope to own a stick. That's not in the budget right now, though, so shopping for a cheap mix box. We'll see, though. I mean, you guys have already given me plenty of suggestions. I just haven't put it on the throne yet because I'm busy or lazy or, you know, staying prospective. But I know you guys like the Mayflash. I know you guys like the... What's the Hotte? The Hot controller? I don't know how it's pronounced. If we're going from a proper hitbox layout, IOP, top, JKL on the bottom. Well, yeah. But I don't like the zigzag, right? I don't like the zigzag on that. How would you place your hand? One finger has to press kick, slash, and heavy, and then the other finger is dedicated to kick. It's L. Yeah, no, yeah, it's L. I got fat fingers, though, so the keys are too small. You know, if you plan on playing hitbox, playing on a proper hitbox. I see. Any numpad players in chat? There is actually one. That was Dib. I think numpad makes a lot of sense because it spaces your hands out more. Unfortunately, I have a 70%... hold on. Unfortunately, I have a 70% keyboard, so that means that I don't have a numpad. So, I used to use numpad for Mortal Kombat 10. Yeah. Just a side note, buttons come in two sizes, 24mm and 30mm. If you have smaller fingers, go for 24mm. Switching to 24mm made a huge difference for my tiny hands. My hands are on the smaller side, I'd say, compared to some of y'all who can grip a basketball in one hand. Holy hell. That's why I like using the Switch controller, because the Switch controller actually fits my hands, unlike others. Like, I find myself reaching a little bit whenever I have to use the PS4 controller or... Well, no, the Xbox controller is still pretty okay. But yeah, definitely the PS4 controller feels a little bigger. So the Switch controller is a very nice size. For other people, it might be too small. I got big hands. What do I get? How small are your hands? If I were to stretch my entire hand across the face of my keyboard, if you put the pinky on tab, my thumb only goes to I. That's how small my hands are. I do have work tomorrow. Best of luck on keyboard button mapping and such. Thank you, Karina. I also have work tomorrow, actually. But mine's at the same time as usual, so I don't have to get up that early. 30mm buttons, but if you can always try the controller out first. PS4 controller is too small. Huh. Well, there are custom controllers, right, out there for fighting games specifically. So I got the movement buttons down. Just trying to figure out. I like UI, JK. It's fine. What should I use for... Punch, kick, slash, heavy slash. Okay, that makes sense in my head. Dust on O is it? Okay, but what if I had dust on P and then dash on O? Right? And then after that, I put faultless defense on semicolon. Oh, but then how the fuck am I Roman cancel? I guess Roman cancel can stay on L. I guess that's fine. Is that weird? I mean, I guess there's only one way to find out, right? I can only reach to O. You can. You don't really use D much besides sweep. Dust? Yeah, that's what I was... Well, you need to use 2K2D, right? So actually, maybe it does make sense to... I don't know. It's just like in my head, do I really want to dash with... Do I want to dash with O or do I want to dash with P? Let's try P, actually. That way dust is on O. Because that way you can do 2K2D, you can plink that. How much of your wrist can you cover with your hand? Hmm? Like, if I put my hand on top of my wrist? What do you mean? Like sideways or what? Sideways or vertical? You put it on L for dust. Oh, you mean put dust on L? Hmm. So, that would mean that Roman cancel would be P instead. For grabbing it? Like my middle finger and my thumb can touch if I grab my wrist. It's also the same lane as K. Oh, but no, I'm using my kick button is on I. That's why. Right? Huh. My bottom buttons are K dash dust, so I can do 2K2D easier. Oh, okay. K dash and dust. Also can burst with K plus D, but have dash in between so I never accidentally get it. Huh. I actually like having dust on O, though, because then I could just press I. I can press kick and dust, which are right next to each other, to burst, I think? Yeah, okay. And then after that, well, then where would dash be? I could put dash on L, and then put Roman cancel on P. It's not bad. You can put it on L. So put dash on L. Okay, I feel like we made a full circle here. Let's just try it, right? Same lane as slash, it's close to K. It's gonna be a little weird. I'm sure it'll make sense in my head in a second here. So I can do okay, and then hold on a second. Okay. I'm not gonna lie though, suddenly I understand now why people really don't mind pressing double tap for, what's it called? For running. Because I realize it is so much easier when you have buttons, huh? Y'all are so privileged, huh? I dash with 6-6-4-4. Every leverless is very different than the other. Yep, alright. Didn't you play with the analog stick? I did play with the analog stick, and that's why double tapping is fucking awful. That's why I don't like playing down-down. Now you play Nagoriyuki. So if I do this correctly, I could do, for example... Sorry about this. Oh, wait, no. It would be... Yeah, okay. Or... Wait. Okay. At least the directions make sense in my head. So I could go...
All mine. Not gonna do it.
Or... I'm suddenly a fan of thinking about jump and kick, or sorry, kick and punch on the bottom, and then slash, heavy slash on top. I can see why. Hurts a lot on certain games though. 6-6 is so much easier on levelist or keyboard. I agree. I understand now.
Try this. Yeah. Huh?
Okay. All right. Oh, not that. Go back. Gotta press back. Okay, hold on. No. Oh, right, close. Button settings. Okay. What if we did... Okay, hear me out. Okay. And then... Okay. Just part of me thinks this might make sense, actually.
Fly away.
Okay, maybe not. How do I make this make sense in my head? Am I insane? Huh? Strange how you want your buttons similar to your controller. Leave me alone, man.
Fujin, stay sharp. Fujin, stay sharp. Yeah. Fujin, grin. Fujin, grin.
The hard part is going to be doing multiples of these. Okay, hold on. I need to... Training settings, counter attack settings. Okay. Eventually, it doesn't matter that much with what layout you pick. With time, you get used to it and make some changes to fit you better. And press I. So. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do this.
Danger. Yeah. Fujin, dazzle. Danger. Fujin. Fujin, needle. Yeah. Fujin. Sorry about this. Try this. Fujin, you're open. Fujin, dazzle. Fujin, needle. Hey. Not gonna do it. Fujin, you're open.
Now you can be one of those people that have learning leverless on the R code. I don't think I want to do. I just wanted to try it. Let's take a quick break. I need to go to an ad break anyway. So, watch some ads, get some water, get a snack, use the restroom, do what you gotta do. We'll be back after these messages in about 3 minutes. See you in a bit. I forgot it was on move and not fade again. Let me try that again. Yeah, alright, fine. It is insane to me that it's only been an hour. It felt like it was longer than that because of what we were talking about. We talked up a storm. Also, here's something insane. Did you guys know that we're 5 followers away from 2,900? That's pretty cool. I didn't think we'd get it this far this fast. Although, some people will rocket their way through those kinds of numbers pretty quickly, but you know, we take our time here. So, I gotta figure out how exactly to, like, what is the optimal way to think? Maybe, maybe don't reverse those two. So, hi Grext. Hello, Monsieur Bron McBosson et un Boston. Grext, did I tell you about this? Have I been? Did I tell you? Do you know about this game called Clair Obscura Expedition 33? Which I consider, from playing only like the very beginning of the game, a masterclass in dialogue and setting. It's as though I opened up a game and what I got was a book with good gameplay and amazing story. No? Yeah, it's really good. Also, well, actually, no, you tried Baldur's Gate, and Baldur's Gate is really good. Clair Obscura is a turn-based game that has some quick-time event mechanics, and it's really good. I will not spoil anything about it to you other than it's incredible. Like, God, the writing in that game is so good. On top of being a beautiful thing to look at and just fun. I'm gonna look it up. No, don't look it up. Don't look it up. Well, look it up in that to see how much it is for you. Don't go to the Steam page and look at the trailer, because that trailer, for some reason, I'm told, my brother told me this after playing through the game, and I also know about it now, but for some reason the trailer spoils the entire first hour of the game, and that's not what you want. So that's funny. I gotta... Nope. Okay, you do need the dash, Mac, otherwise you can't instant air dash. Oh, I have... Oh, duh, I have no... Huh. To the clickety-clacks high gear. I'm trying so hard right now. Okay, but this is PKSH. I mean, if I wanted to be completely keyboard or to mimic my controller exactly, I would actually do something like... Oh my goodness. Bye. Bye, Feyan. Thank you for raiding with a party of 10. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, my name is Bron, modern day bard at your service, your one-stop shop for poetry, performance, and pleasantries. When I'm not playing fighting games, you can usually find me reading, writing, and sometimes I might even sing you a song. But hey, welcome in. I see you're playing art. Hope you're having a good time. Also, hello, Hasapiko. Have you played through the whole game? No, I only got through the second area, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. That Expedition 33 game looks interesting. I wonder what's in the trailer. Don't spoil yourself. But yeah, I told you I was looking at playing Strive. I mean, if you think it's fun, then yeah, I wouldn't buy it at full price right now. Simply because I feel like people should try the game before they buy it. And sometimes there are chances to do so. But yeah, I don't know. Never buy Strive full price, true. But hello, bye. Welcome in. Cade, hello. I saw your new model, by the way. You look fabulous. So non-binary. I'm curious about what you were arting by, but I'm sure it was fun. You think I'd be spoiled because of the trailer? Yes, actually. I don't read. That's not the point. It's not a great deal? Yeah. Have you been able to stay away from the leaks? Yeah, actually. Surprisingly. Strive full price is kind of expensive solely because of the DLC. Yeah. I mean, these days they sell like the Daredevil edition of Strive, which includes everything up to like DLC Season 3, which is like 70 something bucks. Thank you. You're welcome. Cade 6 from Destiny. No, I was losing it because Live 2D had hands. Oh, you mean how like you can actually like rig up hands now in Live 2D? It's very fun. Yeah, you can actually like track them. I would, but I don't have that technology yet. I guess we'll figure that out later. Well, I'll put it on my list of like upgrades for the future. No, Live 2D was fighting me fist and all. Oh, smile. GGST actually goes on sale quite often. It actually does. Yeah, but at the same time, like, once again, savvy consumers, try before you buy if whenever possible, right? Unless you know for a fact you're going to like it going into it, right? Like, I will buy a game full price if I know for a fact I'm going to play the shit out of it and enjoy it, right? If it's a game I'm pretty like, I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I kind of want to try it, right? I'll wait for a sale. I'm in no hurry to play that game. And if it's the type of game where like, I'm not sure if I'm going to like this, but I do want to try it. All right, that's one of those like, maybe I should really try this game somehow before I buy it. Either find someone who you know owns the game and share it with them, or maybe try a demo if possible, or even like if there's a free weekend, take advantage of that. But it's one of those things, right? Consider also, right? Price in conjunction with time. Paying the full price for a game is actually okay if you spend enough time to offset that price. I bought Guilty Gear for full price and I've been playing it for this long now, ever since it was released. I have more than justified the price I spent on it, right? It is in accordance with my time. If I spend full price on a game and I only open it once to play with my friends for like a week, that feels sad. I look at that game every time and I think to myself, damn, maybe I should play this game more, but I don't feel like it. That's not a good purchase, right? Same thing with games where like, oh, it's Steam summer sales, Steam sales happening. I gotta grab all these games, right? Sure, you know, it's fine to have games on the shelf for a rainy day. Why do I always look this way when I'm talking? I should look this way. This is where chat is. Sure, you could like buy all these games, put them on your shelf, and if you really are gonna play them at some point, fantastic, right? Like, oh, it's a rainy day. I can finally play this game. I've been meaning to play it. I want to experience the story. But if it's one of those games where like it was like $2 at the time, and then you realize you have no desire to play this game, right? It's sitting there. That $2 went to waste. It could have been used on something else, right? You're never gonna play this game. Or right, I bought a game that I've wanted to play for a long time. That it was on like super sale, the cheapest I've ever seen it. Bought it, played it, and then I was like, yeah, this isn't really sticking with me. Actually, I don't. Right? Feels kind of like a slog. I'm gonna pass out for the night. Have a wonderful stream. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Bye. For the rest of you, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Please do get some rest. Otherwise, feel free to stick around. Now you all know where to find me. I wish more games did the Grand Blue model. I like the Grand Blue model quite a bit. It's technically a free-to-play game. It's on rotation. That reminds me. I think it might be over now, but actually for like a week, every single character was available in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. I think I did post that in my Discord, but either way, though, you can also just be a Grand Main and play free forever. You'll be lacking a lot of the things, but hey, at least you can play online. Grand Blue's character models look nice. Oh, yeah. Did you know that they're based on the mobile game, which you could play in your browser? And it has a lot more characters than just the fighting game? At the same time, the fighting game makes them look so good. I don't like the Grand Blue model, or KI model. I hope 2XKO normalizes a better free-to-play system. I mean, well, to be fair, Gear, I wouldn't say that Grand Blue is free to play. I would say it's free to try, in a way, because you can totally keep playing it for free, but it's not actually free. It's just to show you what you're missing, right? That's what a lot of these things tend to do. Whereas with actual free-to-play games, right, eventually with enough time investment, you can unlock everything, right? That's how free-to-play games work, because they want you to spend money on cosmetics instead, usually. For Golden Week, yeah, exactly. It's Riot Games. I am skeptical. I'm also a bit skeptical. You have to unlock all the characters, which I think is fair. You know, they want you to put your time into it. Now, this is, by the way, I'm just going to put this out there, but I'm actually not that keen on playing 2XKO because it didn't click with me. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't play the game. I guess I just kind of suck at tag fighters, I'll be honest. Although BB Tag is pretty fun. And DBFZ. I will make an exception for those two. DBFZ is so fun. It's just a shame that I suck at it and don't really have a desire to play it as much these days. Granblue is a demo, not really a version. Exactly. Rising has a great demo. You get to experience everything gameplay-wise. I got the S Plus with Gran and free-to-play Granblue. Incredible. Also, hello, Fawcett. It's more so that it's nice to be able to try it before buying it, more so than the 2-hour limit Steam gives. Exactly, right? Including the open lobby, ranked, and casual. Yeah. Warframe is the pinnacle free-to-play, in my opinion. Warframe is the pinnacle of free-to-play, but also, like, one of the how do I put this? One of the grindiest free-to-play models I've ever seen. Like, man, you want to get this cool helmet made? Yeah, you gotta wait 3 days for that, buddy. Oh my god. Like, if you're into Warframe, you're in it for the long haul. Yes, you can get everything, but good lord, you have to be on top of it. That's my issue with it. I think fighting games need a real free-to-play system. Give me an example of a good free-to-play system that you like, and that way we can compare. Because right now we don't really have anything to base off of. Same. You can even do the first arc of the story for free. Oh, hell yeah. DBFZ is a party game. At this point, it is. But at the same time, it's a fun party game. Same. Yeah, Pat. I gotta get up early in the morning, have fun games. Thank you, Cade. Have a good one. Get some rest. Hope to see you soon. I have work in the morning too, by the way, but it's the same time I always get up, so I'm okay for now. It's a good quality game, but the gameplay is very grindy, yeah. You can go be a space ninja. You can go unlock stuff. You can experience everything that you want. It's just that, like, progression in that game takes so long. Dragalia Lost. Oh, no. Don't hurt me like this, Murdoch. I miss Dragalia Lost, brother. It had the Granblue type thing going on, but it was like a fun little, like, raid system that you can... Like, do you remember the co-op for that? It was fun. You could take on a raid boss with your friends. You're like, your little chibi guys running around, like, yeah, press the buttons. But Saturday, I know, I have work on a Saturday. It's a very rare occasion, but, like, they called me and said, we really need help. And I said, okay. Because otherwise, my poor boss and my manager would have to do it by themselves, and that is sad. Because they already got all of this other stuff. I work at a small startup, guys. There's only so much that we can do with just the number of us. Warframe at this point is so time-consuming, you have to leave your family, quit your job to make any noticeable progress. That's what I'm saying, bro. I used to play Warframe back when all my friends were playing it, and it was like, good lord, I'm bored. It's so much. I don't want to do this. We're playing Stride. There's not much of a difference. I mean, yes. I wouldn't say Brawlhalla, but it's a platform fighter. It's a platform fighter, yeah. But it is free to play a platform fighter, so it's fine. It was better than Granblue. It was much faster Grand Mats because tickets exist. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, but hear me out. This is a deep cut. All right, Sega fans, how many of you remember Dragon Coins? Is that what it is? I'm pretty sure that was what it was called. I swear to God, it was Dragon Coins Sega. All right, if you remember this game, hell yeah, yeah, that's the one. Hold on, put it on the screen real quick. There it is. If you remember this shit, man. Just one that gives you like 8 or so characters at first and has currency you earn by playing or pay to unlock other characters. That's essentially what 2XKO is going to be. That's basically what it's going to be. Lilo, hey. That's a new name. But yeah, it's good to see you. Sorry, I don't know why. These days when I see you, I associate your name with good metal music and Hearthstone. Sorry. But hey, I hope you're doing good. They streamline a lot of things in Warframe and are reducing Warframe crafting time by 40 hours. Yeah, that's me, exactly. I love how, like, yeah, those are totally the two things I'm known for. Like, I know who you are. Like, you know, I mean, at the time when I remember your art being like scruffy, orange hair, deer type antlers, you know, nice fashion. Brawlhalla is actually also a great party game. You can have 8 people playing local co-op, and it has a lot of modes to choose from. Wow. So yeah, sounds like, yeah, they are doing a lot of quality of life things for Warframe. It's just that, why did it take them so long? I guess they were focusing on other things, right? With the other areas and stuff. Long time no see. That's still my art? Yeah. I don't get why Warframe even has crafting time. Artificial barrier in my opinion. It is an artificial barrier. That's how they get more gameplay out of you. They want you to stay invested. To make people touch grass, I guess. Warframe's still in beta. Is it? I could have sworn. Did they never properly say, yeah, the game's out? You need to get into Bad Omens if you like metal-ish music. Bron McBussin. Bron McBussin et un Burbussen. I gotta look at what et un means. It's apparently French for and Excuse me. Warframe has less grind than BDO in my opinion. Black Desert Online? I remember people saying before they was still in beta. I haven't heard if it actually properly launched. Me neither. And yes, okay. Why did you add Dib? Oh, you meant to add Darkrai, huh? Dib is going to appear. Dib is now going to appear before you in your mirror at night. A creature living in your walls. Damn, I just can't believe none of you know what this is. All right, do you know how like you go to your arcade or whatever at like the, I don't know, whatever, it's like the coin machine, you know, that you feed in the coin and then the thing pushes the coins out and then you get more coin and then you get however many points based on how many coins it gets pushed out, right? Yeah. I meant to tag you. Oh my god. There's lots of cool stuff to come into Warframe soon. Uh-huh. What? Yes. People are tagging you by accident, except for that person. They tagged you on purpose for no other reason than to tag you. Dragon Coins was essentially that gameplay where you drop a coin in and then the thing pushes the coins towards you. And then if they drop in the proper slot, then your little gotcha creatures would attack the monsters on the screen. And it was great. It was really fun. And then there would be like certain skills where like, oh yeah, if you manage to get all the coins in this particular slot, then like you get more coins dropped and you could maybe even go infinite or whatever, right? Or you get a multiplier or some shit like that. And it was amazing. Unfortunately, this game died. They literally pulled the plug on it because apparently it wasn't making enough money. And it's sad because this game was really fun. It is what it is. Look, it was some dopamine shit, you know, when you're up at like 2 a.m. at night, just like with your friends dicking around, trying to like get your guild to top 1% because no one else was playing the game at the time. You know. Timothy Kyle Gaming, yo, what's up? I spit on my water. I'm an ass. Excuse me? Hi, an ass. I'm an alley cat. All right. Dad jokes go crazy around here, huh? I used to play Warframe like crazy, have over 2K hours in it, but haven't touched it in like a year and a half this time. Maybe it's time you finally hang it up for good, you know? Imagine all that time that you're now spending on other things. The coin pushy arcade machines, exactly. The Balatro before Balatro. Okay, but this is not Balatro though. Balatro is like Wizard Poker, for all I care. Which is really good, by the way. It's really good Wizard Poker. It's really, you know a game is good when you go out, you talk to your normie friends, and they know what Balatro is, and they've been playing the shit out of it too, and they have no exposure to roguelike games. And so they get addicted really badly, right? They be playing that shit on the toilet on their phone. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, right? Meanwhile, Mr. Gamer over here, me, is like, I played roguelikes before. I can put this down anytime. And I do. I actually do put it down pretty easily. I was like, that was fun. All right, let's do something else. Kind of sounds like pachinko? A little bit, but that's different. Pachinko is where you drop a ball and you watch it tumble down the pegs, right? And hope it drops in the right one. Coin machine slots are literally, the coin drops down, right? And then there is a literal thing that pushes the coins forward towards you, right? And the thing is that the mass of coins is not guaranteed to fall over, right? You need to put enough coins in for that, or you have to strategically drop the coin in at the right place. How does that work? There's a little, normally there's a swiveling coin dispenser. So what it is that you put the coin in the slot, right? But you can see the slot connects to this arm that swings left and right so that you can time where the coin drops so that when the thing pushes, see, this has two layers to it. There's a top layer and a bottom layer. The top layer pushes the coins on top, and then the coins on the top layer fall to the bottom layer, which then get pushed. And if enough of a mass of coins gets dumped into one spot, it's enough to make the coins finally fall over into the big hole here. And how that works in the arcade machine is that then you just get points. But in this particular game, this mobile game that existed at one point in time, depending on which slot it fell into, it would activate your little character's abilities, which was really fun. But yeah, the reason it's not pachinko in real life is because in real life, there is no multiple slots. Usually, it would just be one big slot, and you just get points based on how many coins drop in. I thought you were into gambling. No, I'm not, actually. However, internet points, though? Yeah, I'll gamble those away. You should do a GG Pachinko stream. Is that it? Is that, you know, I shouldn't be surprised. I should not be surprised that's a thing. Man, I remember one dead game is Minecraft story mode a few years ago. Oh, that's right. This is different from the Telltale game, right? This is something that was supposed to be in Minecraft. Is that right? Bro plays Anji. He's gambling every block string. It's true. It's true. A gas station near my house has some of these coin things. I love gambling. Some people sit there playing them all day. Yeah, exactly. Pachinkos and coin machines are really addicting. Anyways. Dank Nen, thank you for raiding with a party of 18. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello. My name is Bron, modern day bard at your service, your one-stop shop for poetry, performance, and pleasantries. When I'm not playing fighting games, you can usually find me reading, writing, and sometimes I might even sing you a song. IE404, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Kamikaze Kide 1, hello. Welcome in. Dan, good to see you. Roddy Rocket, hello. Welcome in. Raiders, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Please do get some rest. Otherwise, feel free to stick around. Now you all know where to find me. We are actually 4 followers away from 2,900. That's another milestone. So that's exciting. How's stream been? We got sidetracked. Mostly because we've been talking about what's the best way for me to place my controller inputs, or sorry, keyboard inputs. Because long story short, my controller freaks out whenever I have both my pretty model on the screen and any game that uses controller at the same time. I don't know what's causing it. So every time I want to play a controller game on stream, I have to literally become a potato. Today, I decided I want to look like eye candy on the screen today, which means that I have to forego the controller and figure out what the hell I'm doing over here. Holy. Also, we get sidetracked and we start talking about all sorts of things. Like gambling. And pachinko, which is another form of gambling. There were other things, but for some reason I can't remember them right now. Pokemon Burb on shoulder spot. Oh yeah, this guy. This is, well, the Pokemon Tailo is based on a real-life bird called a swallow. And this bird on my shoulder is named Shih Tzu, which is short for Shitswa, which is short for Shit Swallow, which is short for Shit Swallower. I hate him. He's the bane of my existence. All he does is eat, shit, and make fun of me. You can also make him talk. If you...
Bron is the big swallower.
Yeah. Anyways. What were you guys talking about? You thinking of dungeons?
I am so loud. We are so loud. Bron su một so loud. Bron su một so loud. Bron su một so loud. The road good FR. Just because me lie in the house don't mean me got to the normal tha Robin cho.
I'm gonna punch you one day. I'm gonna like take you like a football. I'm gonna like kick you so hard. I'm gonna make a field goal. I swear.
Zawado.
No, you don't have the ability to stop time. You knock it off.
Whoopee.
No, don't shit on my shoulder. Anyways, Minecraft dungeons, huh? I guess that I do remember that being a thing. It's a thing. I shouldn't be playing gacha games. I think that's fair. Some people can't resist the call of the credit card. Do you remember that one stream where I kept winning all those coins and everyone was losing their mind? Oh yeah, I remember that. Incredible work.
Me take a puppy on your shoulder. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm going to shake you over the sink. Did you know they also made Kai Soul Whiskey for Guilty Gear 30th anniversary? It's expensive as fuck. I can imagine.
Nehiu, Lehio.
What the hell?
Bron mắc basin eun bóp basin ui up.
What? Just because we live in the house? Oh wait, no, I heard that out loud. Never mind. We playing Minecraft? No, Fever. Hello though. I thought I heard something just now.
This is Bronzor the Hawk Toa. He'll talk Toa about Soka Toa.
Excuse me? People say bird poop is good luck. In my honest opinion, if there's shit on
Look
you...
when me freeload off, yeah, me don't complain.
I don't freeload off of you. I take nothing from you. How's the gaming? How's the keyboard treating you? Thanks, I guess.
I demand $3,000.
No, I'm not giving you $3,000. Anyways. Let's see. Oh.
Sorry about this. What?
The hardest part is I'm fine with like jumping and moving back and forth, right? And holding down.
Not gonna do it.
Right? That's not hard. The hard part is what's it called? Remember where my dash thing is. I demand swallow roleplay. I need to sleep. Emotional shitty couple of days. I'm sorry your days have been shitty. I hope today made it a little bit better. You know, hope it gave you a laugh. You know, I think a laugh goes a long way to making someone feel better. Gives you some perspective and makes you think maybe it's not so bad after all. I'll hit you up later. All right. Have a good one. Get some rest. And I'll talk to you later. Look when me freeload. I already read that. Okay. What am I doing? I have to figure out how to consistently do this.
If me puppy on your shoulder will me be able to back shot like yeah.
What?
I have a lighter Bron. You don't know what I will do with the lighter Bron.
I'm gonna go with the assumption that birds don't know how to use lighters. What are you gonna do? Flick it with your non-existent fingers? Huh? And what do you mean poopy on my shoulder? You know, it's the one question I never want Chad to answer.
The reason why you be getting sub is because me be making cloud with me with the la wisdom. Bullshit blazing. I already told you, you don't know what I will do.
Maybe it's none of my business. I don't own you. You are not my responsibility. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the one question I never want Chad to answer. Am I giving them or taking them? What am I doing?
Can you flick this lighter for metal?
No, I'm not doing that. I ran out of channel points. Congratulations. Isn't it a good thing that you can't go into debt with channel points?
Not gonna do it.
Same. I thought you went to bed.
All mine. Not gonna do it. Sorry about this.
Can I not? Hold on.
Go.
Oh, I can. Okay. I'm sad now.
All mine.
I know I'm going now. Okay. Take care of yourself, all right?
Bless.
Okay, we gotta do a single combo. Okay, so first hold this and press this, and then press this. Wait. This? Wait. Okay, not like that. Wait, no, it's down. I'm dumb. I press up. There we go. Can I interest income from my channel points? No. Let's see. I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna say go to button settings, and what if I just made it more like my controller, right? So, let's see, that would mean punch on U, kick on K, or kick on I, slash on J, or slash on K, and then heavy slash on J. O can be dust.
Hey, can I get a run for $3,000? I just need to pay off some car payment just. I totally won't do anything nefarious with that $3,000.
No. Hey, Arslan. What is this, Mugen? Don't laugh. I'm just trying it, man. That's like, you know, that's like picking a fight with every single person who uses a keyboard because they can't afford, you know, a fancy fight stick or hitbox. Let's see, what if I dash this button? All right, and then I made Roman cancel this button. Okay, let's try that.
Come on man, we know each other for long enough, you know I'm good for my wood.
No, you've proven the opposite, actually. Which one's my dust button again?
Sorry about this.
Oh yeah, okay.
Try this.
No trẻ tô berry, no cloud.
Gonna do it. Go.
What do you mean?
All mine.
Sweetie Sooty, your helper is now my propriety.
No. Okay, hold on.
Listen, I just need enough money for buying lighter fluid. Can you bear good brother just me?
Not gonna do it. Here you go.
Okay, that's not so bad. Actually, I kind of like that. Oh, that's actually good. Okay, as it turns out, this setup is actually pretty nice.
Sorry about this.
Okay. You know what? I feel like a small infant. I feel like I could fight some of my still learning friends with this setup and do okay. Let's see.
I'll have high number 9S, A number 9 lat, A number 6 with extra dip, A number 7, 2 number 45S, 1 with cheese, and a lat soda.
Having fun, aren't we? I'm still learning Johnny. Fair enough, but at least you're learning it on a control scheme you understand. I'm still trying to do, like, the, what's called the Plink input properly.
Stay sharp. Fujin, stay sharp. Worthless. Fujin, grit. Sorry about this. Fujin, grit.
Ooh, okay, hold on. Let's swap sides real quick. Then, okay. Plinking, that's the good stuff. Oh, yeah. Swallow is to Bron as Rokai is to Venom. No, actually, because those two are basically a couple.
Okay, fine, you make me $3,000 somewhere, but can you drop me off to Venom Bakery tomorrow? You want some of that good stuff?
And how will you afford said good stuff? Oh, right, you want the $3,000. I'm not giving you $3,000 for fucking bread and who knows what else.
Worthless.
Bron Rokai loves buxom women. Yes, I know he does.
Stay sharp.
You think Shitswall doesn't? Wait, what does that make me then? Wait, why am I the... Ah, shit. That makes me the gay one. Motherfucker. You love me?
He
No!
have means of making money.
I don't want to know what business you run. And stop calling me gay. Nothing's wrong with being gay, but I'm straight. Let's go, gay swa. Bro, if I ever show up to a pride parade, it'll be because I either wandered in by accident or because a friend invited me.
Get her dance. Fujin. Sorry about this. Hey. Fujin. Huh? Say. Here you go. Worthless. Yeah. Here you go.
Hmm? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. I keep using the wrong button.
Try this. Here you go. Hey. Hissa.
Like, why am I using that? Oh, it's because it's closer in proximity. Alt universe where he's still a throat goat. Huh? A straight noodle can be wet with a little bit of boiling. You know, so many people have thrown this argument at me as if I'm some kind of noodle. Why am I being compared to a, like, piece of pasta? Right? What, because they start out straight and then turn out real wiggly? How much do I weigh? Anywhere between 140 and 150 pounds. You're quite the wiggly man. I don't like it when you say that. Alt universe where he's still... Wait, no, I already read that. Alternate universe Bron, so I'll be like, hi, I'm Gay Swan, I play Bikin. Please, no. Oh, God. What kind of man would I be if I did that? Don't make the joke, don't make the joke, don't make the joke. Limp. Okay. Evil Bron, hi, I'm Gay Swan, I play Love That Sex with a Man move. No? It can be wet with some water, this makes no sense. The pasta becomes no longer rigid after some boiling. Same thing, people say, yeah, I'm as straight as a rainbow is what some people say. You're a noodle? I mean, I know I'm not like a huge brick of a man, but still, you know? I thought I was watching a pasta VTuber. I'm not pasta. What? In what? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. No spaghetti unsubbed. Take your pasta. Actually, well, look, I may not be a pasta VTuber, but I actually do like pasta.
Your spaghetti. Then why is it that when you pack you don't taste like tomato sauce?
No, I'm not spaghetti. How are we talking about Anji player and pasta is not pasta? That's what I was thinking just now. Like, we literally have pasta sauce. Go follow that guy instead.
Fly away. Get her dance.
Let's see.
Fly away.
Wait, what's my...
You may suck that.
Oh, that's my RC button.
Fly away. Get her dance.
Oh, I have no... Duh.
Did I get you? Not my tempo.
Oh, it's too fast.
Full tempo. Fly away. Let's continue. Get her dance.
Oh, how to do a combo. Go boom.
Suck. No time.
Move here. Press the wrong button again.
You seen TikTok, you know what they say about wrist, right?
No, actually. What do they say? Pasta, if I recall, also streams. Yes. Shows that Riz Bard, man. Why? To what do I owe the pleasure? He's got that pasta Riz? What does this mean? Is this because he's not bologna? He's carbonara.
You know what they say about wrist, right?
No. That rainbow Riz? No. Muscle memory's gonna take a while, but it's really worth pushing through. Oh, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I know how good this is. Like you can just
Sorry about this.
being able to go right or like
Sorry about this. Try this.
like thankfully Anji's not that hard of a
Well,
character.
fine, I guess you tell you. Sorry, Isa.
There.
Ooh, that's kind of hard to do actually. Riz is a what?
Bog guy.
No. Just press the buttons. It's easy. Thanks. Let's see.
I'm coming.
Oh.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
John Pork. Let's see. How do I do it?
I'm more of a chicken guy myself.
I don't remember you being able to eat meat, buddy. Bro was literally... I did say that line. I did say that line. He's what?
Cheeseburger.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to do fast BRC overhead on a keyboard. So how would I do that? So that's the input, right? So I got to do a... Oh, wait, no. It would have to be a... Yikes. That's... Guys, how do you do TK inputs? How do you do TK inputs on a... How do you do TK inputs on a keyboard? I don't do TK inputs. Okay, fair enough. I don't do... actually, you literally just press up. I mean, yes.
Worthless. Here you go.
TK input A6239 or 2369.
Thanks, that's not very useful. 2369. Well, 2369. No. Well, I mean, yes. I mean, I'm just saying, though, because of the way that works, right? On IABD, close slash. I can go. Whoops. Let's see. What movement style are your movement buttons? It's QWE, for like left, down, right, and then spacebar for jump. It's hitbox. Me personally, I do... What exactly are you buffering? Anji has no TK? Oh, no. I do a very specific way to do I do a very specific method to do BRC overhead. Right? So I had to do backdash. Right? Oh. Ow. Hitbox, yeah. Why do you need TK inputs? I use a TK backwards input to do BRC overhead. So I'd go. No, let's see. Oh, I have no fucking meter.
There. Get her dance.
And I gotta use K. Okay, so let's go. Just 66 BRC 6 dash button. Oh, yeah, that's alright. I can do that now. Embrace the keys. Hi, Lady Genevieve. Good to see you. One of us? I didn't say that. I'm just trying out for the day. Come on. So use 44 BRC. Co 22 fast PRC JK. I mean, yeah, I could do that too. I could just go oops.
Go. Not gonna do it. Worthless. Go. Not. Not gonna do it. Did I get you?
Oh, hi, Sponky. Keyboard journey going? I'm just trying it for the day, guys. Relax. If you don't manage to do this, TK use Onster and TK misfire 5 times in a row. I set fire to Swallow King solo. The choice is yours. Absolutely, go for it, please. Quarter circle motion, then up while holding the direction you're inputting is the way to do it. Quarter circle, then up. Oh, well, yeah. Like, you can see from, like... So I gotta go... Oops. Faster, though. So... Oof. It's,
There. Fly away.
Then I have to press K, though.
That's fly away.
No.
Man, what the fuck, Sepmare from wish.com 6 man.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yes was not true block string? No, it's not true block string. It's just a funny mix-up, so... if I could do it, I would show you. You do...
All mine.
No. Where's my RC button? Down here. So it goes...
Sweet. Come, not my tempo.
But I have to press down, down. So I gotta go...
Danger. All mine.
I keep doing fucking WASD instead of hitbox.
Danger. Not gonna do it.
Come on.
Go.
Work, brain, work. You can do it.
Not gonna do it. Get her dance.
So
All mine. Not my tempo.
I think I press down.
There.
I think I gotta practice this other thing first, though, right? Gotta go.
There. Full tempo.
Gotta practice fast BRC first.
That's my cue.
At least I got the timing down. But then I have to do directional BRCs, so. Let's see.
Full tempo.
Elip, you can believe you sacrifice Metal 6
What, you can't? I thought you knew me better than that. Let's see. Reset. Jump. Holy hell, do a fucking BRC down. What do I normally do? I think I have to press the input first, right? So, yeah, like that. So should be able to do things like... Yeah, okay. So that means that if I do... Yeah, okay. That's it. But I have to do it fast, which means the timing has to be perfect, which means it's like... No. I'm mashing. So was he mashing? Or was he blocking? I love the dash macro. I know. I do 2, 3, 6 and then make sure I let go of all buttons before I input jump. But even I don't get it consistent. I cannot TK Yozan's on the snack box. Fair enough. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm looking at a keyboard and the keyboard is like messing me up. Whereas I don't know if looking at a snack box would make this any easier, honestly. Gotta make it smooth too. 2-1 dash macro, 4 RC is another way to do BRC overhead. Oh yeah, it's like, oh, so 2-1. Well, that's not it.
Get her dance.
Let's see. 4 RC.
That's my cue. Sweet.
Good lord. So I sometimes wish Slayer had his backdash cancel from the older games. Dash macro BDC from Slayer. Backdash canceling, huh? It's okay, I'm glad Slayer can still backshot.
Blackable blah 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 here.
Fleet, thank you for subscribing for 12 months. Congratulations on 1 year subscriptions. As always, enjoy the emotes, the fact that you don't have to watch ads upon coming into the channel, and the fact that you farm channel points faster than the average person. You're incredible. You stay cool. Please stop. Please stop wiggling the ass at me. For your end, that'd be WE, let go space. WE. Huh? Oh my goodness. Inferno Chim. Chim, thank you for raiding with a party of 20. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, my name is Bron, modern day bard at your service, your one-stop shop for poetry, performance, and pleasantries. When I'm not playing fighting games, you can usually find me reading, writing, and sometimes I might even sing a song. Hey, welcome in. I see you're... Well, okay, first off, welcome in Mokuniable. Toshvert, hello, welcome in. Chim, hi. What smells like up Chim in here? What was I gonna say? You were playing Toho Hiso Tensoku Shodo Kyu Ginyoru no Nazo Oe. Basically the Toho fighting game. Hell yeah. Hope you had a good time. I've never touched that game in my life, but I hear it's fun. Okay, Petra. What was I gonna say? Who's simping on Bron tonight? Isn't that your input for 236? It is, yeah. But I'm doing a backwards TK. I've spent $400. I ain't doing it. I forgot to ask you the other day why you were buying furniture, but lack of creativity, yeah. Yeah. Hello, I can find you auctioning too, or what? Can I find? Oh, as in I talk fast. I can't talk fast. Call me Moku. All right, Moku. Welcome in. It's peak. Hope the keyboard gaming is going well. Long story short, I'm trying out keyboard because my controller is freaking out every time I have my pretty eye candy on screen. Onion, hello. No way, full Soku name, that's crazy. I mean, I saw it, I read it, I did what I had to do. Backwards TK? Yeah, why are you doing TK? Though you play Anji? Anji has no TK? I told you guys, it's specifically to do a BRC overhead. Like, I can plug the controller in and show you guys if you guys want. It's just that I have to go potato mode if I do that. Ignore that, it's just there because someone took the first. All good. You guys rated in at an awkward time though, because the ad break is that like it's looming. It happens in 3 minutes. Although I could do it early. Yay, ads! Yeah, we love ads. Yeah, feed us more ads. What's with the issue you're having? Okay. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this problem. But whenever I have OBS, VTube Studio, and any game that uses a controller on Steam open at the same time, my Switch Pro controller starts to freak the fuck out. And by that, I mean it lags. As in, it'll be working fine, and then for about a second, it'll just freeze up until it works again. Load VTube Studio first. Oh no, don't get me wrong. This isn't a VTube Studio is like eating all the inputs. That has happened in the past, and in the past it was really easy. I would just launch VTube Studio first and Guilty Gear second. This is not the case. I've launched VTube Studio first and launched Guilty Gear second, and it's still causing the same problem. And I've done some mixing and matching. I've had OBS open in Guilty Gear, and it works just fine. I've had VTube Studio open, and OBS and it works fine. I've had, well, specifically, I've had VTube Studio on and Guilty Gear on, and it's okay. And then after that, I open OBS, and then it's not okay. And then I close VTube Studio, and then it's okay. But if I open all three and I close OBS, and then for some reason no longer VTube Studio and Guilty Gear get along. And then I checked the task manager as well, and for whatever reason, holy shit, 13%. Okay, for some reason, everything else is very low. It's like 4% is the highest, and then VTube Studio on its own is eating up like 7 to 10%, if not more, of the CPU for some reason. Have I checked my OBS settings? I don't know what could be the OBS setting problem. I don't know if it's that. The point is, though, I don't know what happened, but whatever VTube Studio updates went through in the last 5 months I wasn't around, it has fucked up my ability to have it open and use a controller at the same time for some reason. Have you checked your VTube Studio settings then? I did, but I don't know what it could be. I've checked different boxes. A bit hungry. I agree. You play Switch on a Pro... Are you play Strap on a Switch Pro controller? Yes, semicolon. Hello. Can we call it lag switch now? Oh, Swallows Unite? No. Do you have any other controllers you can try to see if it's all controllers? I might be able to try it with my... I have a PS4 controller. Let's try it after this ad break. Sorry, guys. 3 minutes of ads, okay? 3 minutes of ads. Get some water. Do what you gotta do. And I'll hook up my controller so you guys can see. See you in a bit. Hey, welcome back. So, first off, Onion, hello. To answer your question, I have no idea. So here's a link to the entire 12-hour playlist that I'm listening to. So if you can find it, fantastic. I don't know. In my opinion, they're better than PS5 controllers. I'm not a fan of the PS5 D-pad. Yeah, PS5 is kind of weird. But yeah, I've hooked up the PS4 controller, and to illustrate my point, I have here the controller layout input thing. Can I make it any bigger, actually? Hold on. Controller test. All right. So let's see. If it freezes, then we have our answer. If it doesn't freeze, then that means it might be specifically a problem with the Switch Pro controller for some reason. All right, the fact that it's not freezing up is pretty interesting. Why don't we go into training mode and see what happens? NDI and virtual webcam? No, I use an iPhone hooked up to a wired connection into my computer. Although, how would I check if it's on NDI and virtual webcam? Is it in the settings mode? Is NDI... Okay, so what part of the settings is that in, actually? I'm curious. It's in settings and camera. Okay, I'm in settings and camera. No, NDI is not on. Virtual webcam is also not on. Otherwise, it would be in blue. And that's not it. Actually, wait. It says activate virtual webcam. What if I turn this off? That would be interesting. Did it go down? Interesting. Let's see if this works or not. Would you look at that? It's not lagging. It's not lagging. Oh, by the way, some of you were asking why I do a TK input. It's for this. It's specifically for that.
That's my cue. Go. Now, here you go. Fujin, that's your time. Here you go. All mine. Fujin, stay sharp.
Awesome. Okay. For some reason, the PS4 controller is working. I suggest not to do that on Hitbox. Yeah, I'm aware. PS5 controllers are simply too big. They are pretty huge.
You may suck. Back to all mine. Worthless. Not gonna do it. Fujin. Yeah. Fujin. Did I get you? You suck.
Okay.
Sweet. Fujin. Not my tempo. Just
I love doing that one. For some reason, I can't do this one consistently.
my tempo. Just stay put.
I wish I could do this one more consistently, though.
Not here. Here you go. Fujin. Not my tempo. Fujin. He said.
That'll hurt your fingers? That's so disgusting. I know, right? I love this mix the most.
Sorry about this.
So this is a simplified version of it, if you can't do the backwards input. But if you can, it looks like this.
Take a breath.
Because it's a sudden flash that makes your opponent think it's gonna be an overhead. And if you want the overhead version, do this.
See, let's continue. All mine. Sorry about this.
Oh, the magic I can do on a controller. Anyway, so that's great. For some reason, the PS4 controller is working. Let's try out the Switch controller again. Now that we've turned off the other thing. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I'm gonna plug this thing in. I'm gonna be very sad if it's specifically a Switch Pro controller issue. Where is this NDI setting, by the way? It's in settings and it's in the camera setting, the camera tab, and you scroll all the way back down, and you should see some tabs that say NDI. Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be fucking pissed if it's just specifically a Switch Pro controller issue. I start fighting games on PS2. I dream of a modded PS2 pad I can use on PS5 and PC. That'd be nice. Holy shit.
Tempo.
They say the proof is in the pudding, guys. Check it. There it is. Let's see what happens, shall we? If you notice it freeze up, because I'm just spinning it around as, oh, do you see that? Yeah, if you see it freeze, yeah, okay. Very interesting. I think we figured out, guys. It's a Switch Pro controller issue. I don't wanna have to switch to the PS. I gotta figure out now what's going on with the Switch Pro controller. I think the next step is to try the controller on the Switch. That's very unfortunate. That's true. I haven't used this thing on the Switch in a while. See if it has the same issue. Okay, but that's the thing, right? If I become potato, here, watch. I'll do this real quick. So, first off, ah. Okay. So, I have shut down VTube Studio. All right. Now, check the controller. No issues.
There. That's yeah. Shih Tzu.
Where did Bron go? Oh, hi, Bronze.
Go. Worthless.
Right?
Worthless. Fujin. Rin. Go time. Full tempo. There. Hissa. Butterfly. Fujin. Say, did I get you?
Does the PS5 adapter still not work? Oh, right. I tried it with the Brook controller, but for some reason it wasn't registering, and I don't know why.
Let's continue. Go. Worthless. There you go. Not gonna do it.
If it's crashing your software, maybe it has something to do with your RAM or memory. No, it's not that, because clearly it's working here. And we saw the PS4 controller was working, right? So. Oh, hi, Pat and Echo. That's very unfortunate. Sabotage. They don't want me to use the forbidden switch technique, bro. The game itself sabotaged you. Do you have to use a special software for connecting the Pro Controller? No, okay, to clarify, I shut down VTube Studio myself. Okay, now watch. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and launch the game, launch VTube Studio again. Yep. Sorry, it takes a while to load that thing up. Okay. So now, the thing is back on, alright? We're gonna go ahead and put this window away so you can actually see what's going on here.
There. Sweet. Hissa. Fujin. You're open.
If you see me, like... Yep, okay. Did you see that? Yeah, no, of course you saw that. Right? I could not tell you why that happens as soon as I open VTube Studio. There he is. Bro's like a magician. Peekaboo. Potato Bron is from Fugi? Yes. You use a special software connecting the Pro Controller? No, I just plug it straight in. The controller needs an update if it's been a while since it was used. Oh, really? Okay. Might need an update. Huh. I didn't know that. The Pro Controller does it by default to connect to PC, or do you have to No, it's through Steam. Your controller prioritizes controlling VTube Studio, although I don't know why it's specific to the Switch controller. Yeah, it's really strange, isn't it? I don't know why that is. Okay, how about this, though? Your suggestion is connect the Switch Pro Controller to the Switch. This would be a very funny opportunity, actually, to hook up the... What is it called? HDMI thing? The capture card? Yeah, the capture card. It's been a while. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Come on. Holy. I don't know if you want to be doing this on stream. I mean, what's the problem? We heard. Okay. You got games on your phone? Yeah. Also, Candy, compliments. I think you're very cool. I think you're pretty good at editing stuff. I think you have like a really, like, what's the word? It's like the word, well, all I can think of is you have a very cool vibe. It's like, wow, they're so cool. I don't know why. That's the only word I can think of right now. I don't know if you should be going through your settings directly on Steam, on stream. Wait, what's wrong with my settings? I don't think there was any sensitive information in there, as far as I know. Are we doxing? I don't think I am. As far as I know. Some people are going to look at this like, that's not Guilty Gear. You're right, it's not, because we're testing stuff. Now watch me be real good at Puyo for a second.
Ooh.
Ooh. Perfect. Ah, everything is going according to Keikaku. And then we can just do this. I can do a bigger chain, actually. Can we just do Puyo Puyo stream now? We playing Puyo Puyo now? Hold on, though. Just don't go to the Wi-Fi? It's like, no, I'm not going to the Wi-Fi settings. Come on, I know better than that. How do I want to do this? I have no purple. Oh, that's purple. Okay, that'll do that. Okay, that's good. Do this, and do that. And then we need another green. Green go here. We put this here, put that here. Put a purple. Oh, that's not going to work, actually. That's bad. Not unless I... Yeah, it's bad, actually. That doesn't work. Okay, hold on. We can fix this. Maybe. Do this, do this. I gotta be quick about it, though. Do this. Oh, perfect. Okay. Watch this. Oh, it's only an 8. I forgot the tail. Damn it. You all have funny Wi-Fi names or just generic? We try to make it so that we can remember what the Wi-Fi is because I share it with family. So, something better than Strive. Time to play Switch control. Okay, so now we've updated the Switch controller. That's the good news. So let's go ahead and stop with the... go ahead and stop using this now. The display settings. Extend these displays. Give it a second. Okay, bingo. Keep changes. Okay. So now we've up to Pika's over pain. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm so fucking cracked Puyo. I'm not actually that good at Puyo, but still. Okay. Launch the Guilty Gear. Now that the controller's updated, do you think it'll work? There's only one way to find out, really. Guys, it's about to be midnight, too. All we've done is dick around on a Friday night. Oh, duh. Hold on. Unplug that. Plug the controller back in. Switch on. Will it work? Will it work? Find out now with me, your host, Bron Jam. When am I hosting the Bron Jam Slam, guys? Moment of truth. You can literally just call it Wi-Fi name. Also true. I'm not gonna even play music. We gotta leave ourselves in suspense here. Swallower Jam. We already have the Bron Swaz Bardic beatdown. What do you guys want? Like, well, Swallower Sockfest? When are you gonna host a tournament in WWE game where you make a bunch of YouTubers CPUs to fight each other? It would be really funny. But I don't own WWE, so. When's the next beatdown?
Say come on and slam and welcome to the jam.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, if you wanna jam. Hey, who, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? The Zam.
Fly, let's continue.
Is it still doing the thing?
Fujin! 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 Fujin!
Yep. That didn't work. No, we're not good. You can tell because it froze for like a solid second there. See, here. Yeah, we're not good. You don't think it's the thumbstick? No, it's not just the thumbstick. Because I could be pressing buttons too, like...
Worthless! Yeah! Kya! Here! Kya! Here! Huh! Kya! Yeah! Huh! Kya! Here!
Try switching your thumbsticks. Never mind. That is not a drift issue. It's not a drift issue, guys.
Worthless!
As you can see, it has to do with the way that the Switch Pro controller interacts with VTube Studio. Sorry, no, it's okay. You guys have tried your best. I don't know if I need an expert's help or what. But in the meantime, though, what we can do is, now that I know, for some reason, oh Jesus Lord, check your dog. They may be eating your inputs. My dog is no longer with us, unfortunately. My imaginary dog might be eating the inputs of my imaginary wires, but that's fine. Alright, so plug in the PS4 controller, and then we can just work from there, I guess. Voice
I'm
crack.
ready eating the input.
The timing on that was both amazing and god-awful. Oh, there are 4 controls in here. Get that out of here. Unplug the Switch Pro controller. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. Okay, anybody want to get that clip, actually? Okay, bad news, everybody. Don't worry, I can navigate out of the menu. Okay. All right, there we go. Now we're good. Why would they do this to me? Why would they make me play on a PS4 controller? Troubleshooting the stream.
Get her day back to Ko. Risa. Fujin, you're back to. Fujin, Nagi, showtime. Here you go. Fujin, Nagi, let's go. Fujin, dazzle. Fly, let's continue. Ko. Not gonna do it.
Because of the way the triggers on the PS4 are made,
You may stop. Here you go. All mine.
that makes it a little harder to do, what's it called?
All mine.
It makes it harder to do, certain, Kara cancels.
Fly back to Ko.
See?
Fujin. Fujin.
Looks like I have to time it a little later.
Fujin, you're let's continue. Not.
Disgusting thing right here you can do.
You may stop. Sweet Ko. You may stop. Back to. Not gonna do it. Fly. Showtime. All mine. Ko.
Hey, Potato Pig. Howdy. What's up?
Fujin. Life is sweet.
Doggy inputs. Thanks, Fever. Big arc system works trying to keep you down. Welcome back, Hasapico.
Sweet. Risa. Fujin. Stay sharp. Fujin. Stay sharp. Sweet. Fujin. Not quite.
Oof.
Take a breather.
It's very finicky playing on the PS4.
Butterfly. Pure.
Like, I can play on the PS4.
Stay put. Butterfly. Fujin. Lit.
It's just like
Get her Dan. Let's continue.
it's just
Back to.
a little more sensitive in some ways.
Fujin. Lit.
Just got done with the open lobby, so it's going well. Hell yeah. Hope you had fun.
Butterfly.
I'm troubleshooting.
Shih Tzu. Fujin. Lit. Fujin. Fujin.
As you can see, this, by the way, in case you didn't know, the analog stick of the PS4 controller is built a little taller, I want to say. It takes longer to hit for the analog stick to hit the edge of the rim, right? So that means that my inputs take a lot more time to go back and forth on.
Fujin. Lit. That's my
So like when I ever have to do like a quarter circle or a half circle,
Ko.
it's bigger.
Fly. Let's continue. All mine. Try this.
Oh, that was cool.
Just stay put.
Keyboard warrior. Not quite. I'm using a PS4. We've been troubleshooting all night, basically. Trying to figure out how do I get the Switch Pro controller to work while I have my eye candy on the screen.
Fly
You know,
away.
handsome me and all that. A whole bottle of coconut rum in less than 3 hours. It so went great.
Get you.
Nice.
Get her day back to. Get her day back to. Get not. Not my time. Just stay put. Shih Tzu.
Search up every nook and cranny. Yeah, like I tried Googling this.
Here you go. Not gonna do
The stream says keyboard. It was. We were doing keyboard like for 2 hours, and only in the last half hour have we been messing around with other things. No crumbs found for fix. I know this is a very hyper specific problem only to me, and it's hilarious in that I'm crying about it.
You may stop. Back to. Not gonna do it.
I've done what I can, you know. I'm a southpaw keyboard warrior myself. So you play reverse controls, where the buttons are on the left and the movement is on the right, huh? Holy shit.
There. That's my cue.
arrow keys. Yeah, exactly. I can still play well enough. Oops. The funniest thing about Anji's what's it called, dust combo is that you can mix and match as much as you want, but for some reason Kai Kisuke's hitbox is different for everyone else's, so you actually have to do a different combo route specifically for Kai, which I find hilarious. Another reverse mixbox player. Default Skullgirls control screwed me over. Fair enough. I use ASD plus spacebar for movement and numpad for attacks. Huh. Was default Skullgirls controls actually throw keys? Or arrow keys? Actually kind of crazy when you think about it. So the good news is I can play on a PS4 controller, but some things are going to be very unoptimal. For example, doing these little micro movements, going up and down, actually very difficult. I hate that Kai guy. I hate that Kyle Kisuke guy. Come on.
Take a breather.
Oh, ooh.
Just stay put.
Oh, he's too high.
Not quite.
That's how I learned to play fighting game.
Not quite.
I've never heard English dub Anji. This is weird as shit. That's because that's not English dub Anji. That's me. That's me dubbing over all the lines that the English Anji does.
There. Sorry about this. Butterfly. Go. There you go.
Anji Mito. Thanks for plugging the Bronji mod, guys.
There. Not quite.
What a narcissist. I can't tell if you're joking or not, but I'm gonna treat it like you're being serious, and the reason I did that is because it was a subathon goal. Okay, Lamau JK, thanks. Bronji Vinsmoke, it'll catch on, I swear. I don't want to be Vinsmoke-san, Bronji. Ooh. Is that too high? It is too high, actually. What can I do?
When are you gonna let Bronzy Mitsua on the stream? Bron we all waiting.
Huh? Go the other way around? Ah, coast to coast. Look at that. Orlina, hello. You beat Leffen? I did? I mean, that would be big news if I did, but no, that did not happen. I was considering dubbing Soul because I think the Soul English VA did a shit job. You can go for it, you know, no one's stopping you. Bronji Jambe. Bronji Jambe. Holy shit, Bron beat Leffen? Why am I unable to run properly?
All I'm saying is that we never seen Bronzy and Bronzo together in the same room. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, or as the kid like to say, should she bake?
Excuse me? Sussy Bake? You mean Baka? Brontaro Broske. That's cool.
He said what he said.
Okay. Nah, you did be left and it came to me in a dream. How did you find this out? It came to me in a dream.
Fujin, you're open. Fujin, stay sharp.
Guys, I have to stop stream in like 20 minutes. Or less than 20 minutes, actually. Another 15 minutes, guys. What do we do in 15 minutes? Because I sure as hell am not jumping on tower at this point. Don Protaro. Bronsif Brostar. Brontaro Bronjo. This is what happens when we have a fucking training mode stream, guys. Shit happens. You guys try to start entertaining yourselves and then everything devolves. You got that swallow in him? Excuse me? I had a dream where me and Bron were at Evo Grands together. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? What does that say? Puro? No, it's a Buron.
Bron, tell me you are not a soul lover.
Excuse me? Oh, hi, Livix. Came by to say hi. Good to see you. Welcome in. I remember to raid, but I'm bad at Twitch. All good. I am Devolve. Become caveman. Bronze. No, bronze. Bron. That's just the word Bron typed over and over in katakana.
The soul love fandom is dying. Reach it if you're a true soul lover.
I hate you. Sorry. Specifically the bird, not you, Petra. I'm assuming you're a lock for Huff Bowl 16 on June 1st. Let me see. What day is June 1st? June 1st is a Sunday. Sunday evening, huh? Depends on what time. If it's earlier in the day, I probably can make it. If it's later at night, I would have to probably forego my own stream to do that, huh? What's on June 1st? Huff Bowl. So there's a streamer named Huff Monster, and occasionally they host a Guilty Gear tournament once in a blue moon. Dib competes there sometimes. He kicks my ass. What do you mean it's your stand? Cry. Excuse me? Pride month. Yeah, it's June. It's time to be gay again. Except for me. How are you? Got any new tech for Anji going? Okay, yes and no. Whoa. I'm good enough at the game that I can just like do whatever I want, really. Like shit like that. Or shit like that. Right? One of my personal favorites. Let's see if I do this right. It's a little tough on this controller. Come on, go forward, double forward. Yeah, just slingshot forward. He's flexing on us. I got hit by those. Yeah. Or I can even do, what's it called? Oh, that one's kind of hard to do, actually. Oof, I gotta time that correctly. Gotta go down. Nope. Oh, I gotta double tap down. No. Whoa, why is that not working? Yeah, like that. Oh, no, I need a... Yeah, like that. See, that shit is sick. For the month of June, Bron will be in gay prison until July for his crimes of being straight. Thanks. I can, but only because I don't block. I cannot block the Brongy schmicks. It's pretty potent, guys. It's still not as crazy as what other people do, but in actuality, I don't actually use the crazy mix all that often. Instead, I'll teach you something about stagger pressure. So I have frame traps that I've learned. So if I set my component to like press P after blocking, it's really hard for me to just like run up a throw. This is what some of you do to me. I try to do tick throw and I get like hit. Other times I'll do a true string. Let's see. Or like that. Like I'll catch that. But by the way, if you try to mash on my pressure and I include a frame trap like that, so close slash 5H Fujin is a true string. There's no gaps there. But if I do close slash 2S 5H, that's a big ass counter hit. Do not mash on that. I will kill you. All right, so don't mash on. If you get hit by close slash, it's scary, because from close slash you can frame trap into a what's it called? You can frame trap into 2P, which converts into 6H, or I can do what's it called? 2P into like that. Like that's also a thing. Or I can, instead of close slash, if I'm not close enough, I can go. So you've seen like 2P into 2P, right? That's another frame trap. Or I can even do specifically 2P into 6H. That's a true string. Or that's a frame trap. So mashing, I've figured out some tricks to stop people from mashing all the time. Right? There's also like, if I know you're mashing on me, then I'll maybe do like, what's it called? Hit. I might hit you from a distance like this. Right? Outrange your thing. So I'll do, grab. Here he's gonna backdash. Catching backdash, but if you're in the corner, right? Let's say I throw you. Oops. Okay, that's a little. Actually, I can't do the throw. Oh, this is also a frame trap, by the way. Going bar slash into 5H. Also, not. It's not a shoestring, so it's technically a frame trap. If you're trying to mash on that. Mashing on this does work if that. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. This is also a what's it called? This one's also fake. But if I set my opponent to throw, there's a lot of gaps in Fujin pressure that people don't know about, or in Anji pressure actually. So for example, if I try to go, oh wait. For example, if I try to go, if I do 2K into nothing, yeah. 2K 2D into Fujin is throwable. 2K 2D into charged Fujin is punishable. Is something I punish with if I notice you doing that. The only person who ever hits me with this is Fever, because Fever's a knower. Other things, if you think I'm going to go overhead, you can grab it. So this is grabbable. You can also grab very, very delayed Nagiha. Frame trap Nagiha is extremely hard to do, because most of the time it's either a true string that's -7 on block, which you can after that punish with 2K 2D, or if you're feeling really ballsy, just go ahead and grab. However, if you try to grab, jump, or mash on specifically, actually no, I forgot. So this is too tight. So earlier, if you tried mashing 2P on 2P 6H Anji, you get hit, right? Counter hit. But if you grab, 6H does not come out fast enough. That being said, if I do 2K or 5K into 6H, it is in fact a counter. And I can't, for some reason, do a quarter circle right now. There we go. I can tech on a reaction. Some guy. Yeah. Gotta tell the opponent to sit still. It's true. Bron will kill me? W. Heavy backdashing. Anji's mix isn't that good with that meter? Well, no, it's not. You're right. However, that's why I say that Anjis who master fundamentals are way scarier than Anjis who are highly technical. Because Anjis that master fundamentals will trick you with the most basic shit, and you will feel very dumb if you get hit by it. For example, by the way, close slash is a really versatile tool that you really should not mess around with on Anji. So close slash can go into tick throw, close slash dash up tick throw, close slash 2S, all right? close slash... by the way, this isn't real. No one does close slash into 2H, but you can. It's like the biggest of reads if you manage to get that one. You can close slash into Fujin. It doesn't really do anything though. Close slash 5H is a true combo. You can also do close slash 2P as a frame trap. Or you can do close slash into Dust. That's a Gatling. Which means you can also do close slash into 2D, and that also works. Close slash 2H is also a frame trap. I know it is, but no one does this, because that's the hardest of reads, and it's very minus on block. How do you deal with Anchi corner shenanigans? There's a video for that, actually. Well, depends. I don't know what character you play, but there's a video. There's this one guy I watch YouTube shorts on that has a really good explaining. How to deal with Anchi corner pressure. Season 4 edition. Oh, that's not it. There we go.
What to do against Anji corner pressure, aka what to do against Fujin. Season 4 edition. Starting with Fujin into low. If he makes it a frame trap, you can't mash P, and you also can't mash grab.
The pot guy? It's the pot guy.
It also means you can't do a pot buster.
He's really good at doing these, actually. I learned stuff from this.
Doing their frame traps correctly. And since it is a frame trap, you can use Heavenly Potemkin Buster cancel into Pot Buster. Now you can't be mashing the backdash button, but if you do a well-timed backdash, you can do that and then do a Pot Buster. There's also a frame trap between his 2S and 5 heavy, so you can do a Heavenly Potemkin Buster cancel Pot Buster there, or you can just backdash it and do the same thing. Now if you FD the first 2 hits, his 5 heavy whiffs, so then you can get a low dust. And if you want to get out of the corner, you can also do a heat tackle. If you're really scared, you can DS his 5 heavy and then do a low dust. Moving on to Fujin into projectile. Now, it's important to note that this is not an overhead. You can block standing and low, and now you know. This one's not really that scary. You can mash the P button to your heart's content. Oddly enough, you can't use your anti-air button, so that's, you know, something. But luckily, you can use Far Slash and poke them out of the air like I do with everyone. You can also do the biggest call out of your life and do a Heavenly Potemkin Buster. That will mentally destroy them and they won't be able to win after. As far as armored move goes, you can use Hammer Fall, and you can also get out of the corner with Heat Tackle, per usual. Now I think this is the only one where you can't backdash, so watch out. And just for good laughs, you can flick the projectile back at him. Moving on to his Fujin into overhead. What can we do about this? Mashing the P button is back to being bad again, don't do it. But somehow, you can mash the grab button and it can work. Crazy. Just don't try to do this with Pot Buster. It won't work. And since this is a frame trap, you can backdash it and get a Pot Buster. Let's go. And since this is an overhead, back Mega Fist does not work. If you manage to block the overhead, you can pretty much get away with whatever you want. It's minus as hell, so close slash into big combo or Pot Buster will do you good. And last but not least, the Fujin into jump into your face and grab you. Mashing the P is back on the table. Mashers unite. Hell, you can even clap his cheeks or his pecs with your 6P. Now, mash and grab isn't going to do you good. If you mash too fast, then he gets the grab. However, Pot Buster beats all grabs, so just do that instead. And I think I'm just going to call it here. I think backdash is your best option against Fujin. So just mash the backdash button. But hey, we're not done. You can still heat tackle out of this. But just don't do any of the other 2 armored moves. They just get grabbed. It doesn't work. Sorry, guys. What to do?
All right. Now, to address some of you were saying, backdashing is really good against Anji, right? So you're probably wondering, what do I, Bron do against opponents who backdash me all the time? Well, Anji and his grabbable waist. Let's use Slayer, because Slayer has a very privileged backdash. Slayer has iframes on his backdash, which means that even if I were to try and delay certain things, it would not work. So let's see, how do I counter backdash against one of the most privileged backdash characters? Right? Because everyone has a backdash, but this guy in particular has a really good one. So let's say after blocking, let's set you to backdash, right? See? Actually, even more so, let's do Hand of Doom. If, I'm not sure if that's available, actually. Doesn't look like it. Never mind. Looks like I'd have to set a custom then. But we don't need to do that. But the point is, if I think you're going to backdash, right, then I can just delay my 2S. But it has to be a very long delay. Alternatively, on Fujin, right? That's right, Fan Toss does in fact beat the backdash. This is my biggest weapon against backdashers. Alternatively, if you're a backdasher, I can also just hop and then close slash. Things that will not work. Yeah, so trying to use overhead does not work if you try to backdash it. However, if I PRC it, it's fine. Alternatively, I can frame trap it. Well, specifically with Slayers, I think. 2K2D. Using delayed 2D will not work unless you time it really specifically, and that's hard to do. And doing directly into 2D is a true trap, so that doesn't work. 2K2D into Fujin is like, because there's a frame trap there, it doesn't work. But if I hold it, that does catch. So if I fully hold it, it doesn't work. But if I half hold it, it does catch backdash. So backdash is one of those things where, yes, it does work, but only if I stay on layer 1. So there's layer 1, and then there's layer 2, and then there's layer 1.5. Layer 1.5 is where I start mixing in delayed timings. Backdash also does not work against 2P6K, or 2P6H, sorry. Same thing with 5K6H and 2K6H, because it catches backdashes. Same thing with also close slash 6, or, well, close slash delayed 6H works. Close slash 6H is a true combo, so unfortunately that does not actually work. You can also do... This is a tricky one. If Anji has meter, he can do... what's it called? Delayed PRC into delayed 2S. It's really specific though. Bron refused to try D-pad. That wasn't the issue, Marco. That was not the issue. Poor man stun dipper. That's why I backdash sometimes. Oh, hey, Emblem. Slayer backdash iframes are the same as heavies, 6 frames. I thought that everyone had iframes on backdash. Yes and no. It depends. Not all of the backdashes last the same amount of frames. That's why you can backdash strikes. Yeah. Not everyone has different amount of iframes. Most you get at 6 frames. Yeah. I'm mashing FED. What I mean by the Slayer's backdash is that it basically makes him disappear, which is really good. And also lets him phase through people too. Or not just backdash, his dash lets him phase through people, which is really good. Hey, I'm not anywhere near onion adjacent. I have no layers. It's one of those things where you pick it up as you go. You have to learn each layer as you go before you can start messing around with them, right? Rock, paper, scissors, and then after that, it's about cheating in rock, paper, scissors, where you wait for the other guy to throw out scissors before you throw out your rock. Oh my god. Chips, thank you for rating with a party of 5. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, my name is Bron Swam, modern day bard at your service, your one-stop shop for poetry, performance, and pleasantries. When I'm not playing fighting games, you can usually find me reading, writing, and sometimes I might even sing you a song. Hey, welcome in. Also, wasn't it your birthday recently, or am I misremembering this? I feel like I already said happy birthday to you, but if I haven't, then happy belated birthday. What episode on One Piece? I just finished Wano. I'm on like 1080 something. Are there resources for learning layers? A lot of it I had to learn by myself, and a lot of it is something I learned from watching other people, right? I watched top level Anjis, like how do they actually crack open people? See, the first thing you have to understand, like you sometimes sitting down and just like throwing guides at yourself isn't the most efficient way of going about learning, because part of learning is understanding what you don't know. How do you know what you don't know, right? How do you find information if you don't know what you need? That's where it comes in handy to figure out what you can and cannot do, right? Think of this like this. You lose a lot, right? Hypothetically. Why do I lose so much, right? Can you answer that question? If not, right, the first part is usually go watch your replays. Okay, understand things that are tangible. Why do I get hit? How come I can't hit my opponent? Why does it feel like my opponent knows everything I'm going to do, right? And you have to be able to break these things down. Sometimes you don't have the tools for that, right? So first you break things down into one thing at a time. Like the easiest thing I can recommend to beginners is how do I open up my opponent? Because sometimes having good offense makes up for having a really bad defense. Defense can come later, unless you want to do defense first, in which case you might be masochistic because, good lord, defense isn't fun until you get really good at it. But when you do, you feel like a god. May 2nd. But you got me twice? Okay, thank you. All right. I knew it was this month. Let's see. Raiders, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Please do get some rest. Otherwise, feel free to stick around now. Y'all know where to find me. I do, in fact, lose a lot. Toei animations, I hate you so. Understandable. Let's see. Also, Omega Ina Great timing. Hello, Gurdro. Hello, welcome in, Omega. Lose because wake up DP too tasty. Understandable. See, that with that kind of attitude, here my suggestion for you is don't think about when you should DP, think about when you shouldn't DP. That's a much better question. Ino opens people up for me until they fuzzy block, then I have to think. That's fair. If you're playing with a fighting game with a keyboard, does that make a keyboard warrior? You're not the first nor last person to say that, but I switched off a keyboard a bit to test some other things, and we've discovered some very interesting things. Specifically, that's only the Switch Pro controller that has weird wonky problems, and the PS4 controller is actually okay for some reason and works just fine while I have my model on. The fun eye candy on the screen.
He lose because Axis remove a goal burst and that would have me game plan on foul.
Okay, fair enough. However, that being said, Gold Burst still exists. It just gives you positive bonus, and that's okay. Why is Keyboard Warrior censored for hate speech? It's not, though, is it? I hope not. It is indeed. Bronze Sigma, it's bedge time. I know, Fleet, it's bedge time. I need to go to work in the morning, but I can spare I can snooze 2 more times so that I can talk a little more about how to learn, how to get, like, where do I learn how to get better? How do I learn layers and stuff? Well, I will break down the information for you, and then after that we can go out and raid. Alright, so let me snooze one more time. I have one more snooze after this. I must 100 meter super, also fair. I have default settings on because this is my new account and it's censored. Oh, I see. Profanity filter? Oh, yeah. No, you can fix that real easily, though. I don't know why Keyboard Warrior is censored, though. Anyways, so the first thing I'd say is pick one problem you have and then focus on that, right? Like, say, I want to hit my opponent more. I want to open up my opponent. My opponent keeps blocking everything. How do I hit my opponent, right? That is usually the number one problem that people want to know. How do I start hitting people, right? Because people's defense is too good. Well, first off, you have to understand what's your basic game plan and how does your character do stuff? What's the mix, right? Do you have a high-low? Do you have a stagger pressure, strike throw, right? These are different things like you wouldn't actually know starting out unless you watch other people do stuff, right? So first off, you pick your character and you go find someone who plays the same character as you. Don't go look for a guide. You can look for a guide. I recommend going to a basic beginner's guide. Even the pros go back to beginner guides because sometimes you might learn something that you didn't know before. What I mean by that is like, oh, you know what? I had an idea from watching a beginner video. So watch a beginner video. Sometimes that helps. Otherwise, what I recommend, go look at gameplay of high-level players playing. And at first, it might seem really hard to figure out what they're doing. But then you just focus on like one cool thing you see, right? For example, my cool thing was seeing Jiro, a Japanese Anji, do this. Oop. He would... So let me just... None, right? He would go close slash into grab. And I thought, whoa. I never thought of that. And then after that, I realized you could apply it to any move, really. Do this move into grab. Do this move into grab. This move into grab. Right? And I realized that's strike throw. What are the other mixes? You know? Mids are okay. Mids hit people, but they don't actually trip them up. We have highs, so you have to block them low. And you have overheads, which you have to block high. Think about what overheads your characters have. Anji has exactly two. One is universal. Everyone has a dust. The other is that he has this, right? Which is very fast nowadays and it's very hard to block. It's like, okay, that's cool. But what do I do if my opponents keep countering that? Right? Like, this doesn't work anymore. Well, this is where we get into the next part, right? Okay, what are my other options? Right? You have to start getting ideas. Right? Because learning a combo is cool and all, but if you can't even get the hit in to get your combo, what's the point? Right? Think about, for example, how does my opponent manage to dodge what I'm doing? Right? There's only so many ways you can defend something. Right? You can just hold block. You can stand block. You can crouch block. You can jump out. Or you can start mashing. Right? What does your opponent like to do? If your opponent likes to backdash a lot, then you might think, okay, how do I counter backdash? If your opponent likes to jump a lot, you have to ask yourself, okay, how do I beat jumping? Right? What's my options? And so what I do, right, is I will set my set the CPU to do the exact thing that annoys the hell out of me. Right? I'll be like, let's see. How do I, let's see. All right, I'll do that, right? Because I want to, at first I was like, let me just grab people, but then people don't stand still. Right? So how do I counter that? Well, I could try doing that, but that's a hard read. You know, what does work is 2p into 6p for me, or 2p into 6h. Right? How did I figure that out? Well, I had to actually go and look on Dust Loop, like, how many frames is this thing? What is this even used for? Why is this move useful? Truck, like, I could do this now. Did you know this is a frame trap if someone tries to jump immediately after I use close slash? Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Life Jam created us Faust a Bible and has been forsaken. I mean, honestly, here's my other piece of advice. I go back to this video all the time. Hold on a second. Where is it? Neutral.mp4. Yes. Krakatoa. Mr. Faust Exard himself. Right, I'm not going to watch this right now because we don't have enough time for that. But I'm going to link you to this video right here. The Faust Father, yes. Go watch this video again. Go watch this video again and it will give you ideas. It might not teach you exactly what you need to know, but it will give you ideas. And that's the starting point. Once you have ideas, you get to become creative. All right? Learning the rules is how you learn how to break them. That's my advice. Because doing whatever you want is only fun until you start losing a lot. Right? And that gets discouraging. Since playing Slayer, I have no idea what layers I'm even on anymore. I mix by mixing myself. Amen. My opponent keeps blocking Volcanic Viper solution. Volcanic Viper even more because they don't think I'll do it again. Eventually, the layers here, right? It's like rock, paper, scissors. Run the simulation through your head. If you keep throwing out rock, eventually your opponent's going to get wise and think, okay, well, if they're going to keep throwing rock for the 4th time in a row, I'm just going to play paper every single time. Right? That's why then after that, if you're the type of person who only shows rock, then it's even more dangerous when you don't show rock. Right? You might not win every interaction, but the one interaction you do win is going to count for a lot. That's how you're supposed to play the only rock matchup, right? Because it'll either make your opponent overthink and do something else, or it'll freak your opponent out when you don't do rock. Because then they'll always be trying to bait it. Here's a fun little layer for you. Because I do this all the time with Anji's counter. If you DP and your opponent blocks every single DP, try waiting a second and wait to see where your opponent tries to block your DP. If you notice a pattern, every single time they stop to block your DP, just take your turn back. Press a button, as in just start swinging at them. Right? Close slash, far slash, whatever. And then you'll take your turn back. And how did that happen? Is because they thought you were going to Volcanic Viper and they backed off. The moment they back off, it's your turn again. It's party time. Is my shit going to cross up? I got no idea either. There are ways for me to get around that, but that's a lesson for another day. I watch like 10 beginner guides every time I come back to an FG. Getting back to SF6 because Maya is very beautiful. I got a question. How do I know what layer I'm on and how do I know when to apply different layers? So always have a basic mix, right? The basic mix is, here's like what leads into your biggest damaging combo, right? If that means overhead into RC and then do your combo, then that's your mix, right? That's your layer 1. Your layer 1 is always what is the most consistent thing you can do. You know what I mean? If your layer 1 is strike throw, that's your layer 1, right? You establish what your layer 1 is, and then your opponent will adapt to whatever your layer 1 is. The moment that your opponent adapts to layer 2, that's when you start going to layer 3, right? If your layer is strike throw, then layer 1 is literally they block you and you grab. Layer 2, you run up throw, they jump. Okay. Layer 3, you run up, they jump, you jump with them and air throw. That's layer 3. Right? And after that, layer 4 is who knows what happens. And it depends on the character. But at some point, it loops back to layer 0/layer 1. Your opponent knows that you're going to jump grab them, so they stop jumping. You know what happens when they stop jumping? You're going to start ground throwing them again. Right? Loop back to layer 1. See, that's an example of a layer. I got a question. Oh, no. I already read that. The Faust Father. Reminds me I was having a hell of fun time with Bron saying, the layers during Evo. It's true. Gotta wait until they catch the bait. There's no way they'll Volcanic Viper for an 18th time. It's true. I think people should learn more hit confirmed combos rather than high damage combos. I agree. Learn conversions. Conversions are simply, if you hit this move, what does it lead into? Right? Don't just say, I only know one conversion because that's all my only combo I know. That's a good way to start, but branch out. Right? Even if it only leads into a mini combo, it's better than nothing. You can always build up from there. But become a tree. Spread your branches. Slayer just space enough to get both at once? Yeah. I run up throw, exactly. That's what I do against my cousin who's been fighting me since he first installed a fighting game. Yeah. Mix, that's all Slayer's got? Yeah. I mean, Slayer's mix is literally built in. You have a high, low, and overhead. Jump, whatever, you know, cross up. And a bite. 2 years of conditioning is peak gameplay. So peak soul gameplay, yeah. What layer is backdashing 3 times the bait out 2k and a counter grab? Oh, here's where things get interesting. If you have very high knowledge about a character and you have a lot of information on a person's habits ahead of time, you can start playing on layer 3 or 4 from the gates opening, right? Like instead of, here's a good example. Anji Mito sometimes will round start spin, or round start Fujin. You know what the people will do to me if they have a hard read on me? They will literally stand there and charge dust, and I will run right into it. That's a layer 3 or layer 4. Why? Because layer 1 would be, I'm going to back off and see what he does. Layer 2 is, I'm going to counter him by, if he backs off, I'm going to go use a long move to hit him. I'm going to run up and do something, right? Layer 3 for Anji is I'm going to spin through anything they do. Layer 4, I'm going to grab Anji. Layer whatever at this point. I know he's going to spin into me, so I'm just going to charge dust, and it's going to work. And it does. And it's hilarious, right? People start adapting to other people before they even adapted, right? That's the crazy thing. At a high level, if you're a beginner and you play against a high-level player, it's going to be like, oh my god, how did he know I was going to adapt like that? It's because he already knows the layers in his head that you're going to do. And he is, so as soon as you move to layer 2, he's already in layer 3 after he's established layer 1, right? The lasagna gets real thick. I need to learn to use Kara Bite more, but the input isn't easy. I don't think it's necessary, but it's fun to be able to do. Alright.
Zoom up, grab the Bron.
No, don't do that. Anyways, guys, I gotta get ready for work, unfortunately, so it's time we raid out to somebody. I have to figure out who to raid to. I have many options. Who did that? Gurdro. Carbite is part of Strike Throw. It is. It is. It only expands your options, honestly. Somehow I am once again the biggest Guilty Gear streamer. However, there are other Guilty Gear streamers I can raid into. Excuse me. This is a good one, although I hope you guys don't mind Japanese language. Yeah, Mr. Stream. Hi, Sunny. I mean, tell you what, though. We can... If you guys want, we'll do the ad break first, and then we'll wrap up, and then we'll raid out. So, why don't we do that first? Also, this VOD is going straight into the Abyss Zone, because nothing really happened in this stream, except for that one clip. This was a whole nothing burger of a stream where all I did was troubleshoot and try to learn keyboard. So, no VOD. This is Toho, isn't it? It is. It's an. I gave you. Oh wait, no, I did not give you. If you want, I'm not gonna keep music. Here's a 12-hour Toho playlist of all the albums. I've been learning to do more kite bite in general. It's been working well for me. Yeah. Oh, there goes the ad. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. Hope you had a good ad break. So, how do I finish up this stream? Well, talking about stuff, obviously. What have I learned? Absolutely nothing. Okay, I learned a few things. We gathered more data on the controller problem. So now we know it's specifically a Switch Pro controller issue in conjunction with VTube Studio for some reason. So I'll have to look into that another time. In the meantime, I can answer any other questions. I am nothing but a fountain of knowledge, really, when it comes to Anji stuff. Although not everything. Some people ask me a question and I won't necessarily know how to respond, but I can point you in the right direction at the very least. I'm better at explaining to beginners how to go about getting better. At a top level, I kind of suck. Really? Thanks, Marco. And on the topic of like content creation, oh, I was gonna say for the stream, there's a part of the VOD that I need to take out, but then after that I'll just highlight it so everyone can watch the VOD. I need to face this direction. Anyways. So, in terms of content creation, I'm feeling like I am just right now going through the motions, and it's not a great feeling because I feel like I just show up and do stuff, and for a lot of people, like, oh, that's fun, we just like to hang out, but I want to do more than that, right? Because I got all this stuff happening in the back of my brain, and I'm just like, it's not happening. Why? Because it's not enough prep time. So what do? I need more prep time. I need to give myself more prep time so I can put it into my creative endeavors. But instead, I just keep getting distracted by playing more video games and enjoying life. And that's not a bad thing. But I'm just saying that if I'm going to keep streaming, then I want to make sure that streams are quality. And what does that mean? If I give myself more prep time, then I can at least put up a schedule so you guys have something to look forward to in the week, you know? I miss making schedules. And schedules mean that, like, you guys have a forecast of what's coming up. Like, oh, Bron's playing Guilty Gear on this day. He's playing this on this day. I want to come on that day, right? You can make a plan. Whereas me going live in the middle of nowhere is like, oh, Bron's live. I guess I'll come and watch. I don't know what he's doing, but, you know, whatever, right? That's only going to call in the homies, which is fine and good. But I also want to make sure that, like, you know, there's some excitement to look forward to in the week. And I think that's good, right? It's how I feel. Like, I see a forecast and I'm just like, oh, I want to show up for that stream. That's exciting. I'm interested. Right? That's a type of marketing that allows people to be happy. And I think generating hype and hope in the world is a good thing. And I think I should be doing that more. That being said, I have ideas. I have Donkey Konga bongos now. I want to see how I can hook that up and see if I can play Guilty Gear with them. I think it would be funny. I have other Guilty Gear stream ideas. I want to play other games. I never finished Melatonin. I would love to be able to finish other games I haven't played. Ghost Trick is still on the table. I have unfinished redeems from old subathons. We might have some MS Paint streams I still have to do, right? The cursed ass fanfiction needs to be finished. Too many things to do, and we can make time for them, right? I don't know how many are interested in that kind of thing, but at the very least, if I say I'm doing something on a certain day, at the very least, I can make a promise to myself and to everyone who sees that like, I will try and hold myself accountable to do the thing on the day. Unless, you know, God unwilling, whatever, acts of God. Or freak accident of nature. There we go. You know what I mean? For those of you who are less inclined. Like, oh no. For example, I wanted to stream later today, but actually I have work tomorrow, as it would turn out. So that means that I have to go to bed earlier. Does that mean I'm going to stream tomorrow? Well, I had another idea, actually. I'm going to say this so that you guys know, but if possible, if I get home early enough, I might just hop in the Discord, have a watch party. I'll try to make an announcement in the morning. Like, hey guys, at this time, I'm going to go ahead and do a watch party and binge all of Dual Rulers for Guilty Gear Strive's anime. You know, if you want to show up, you can. Look at the D's. Thanks, Marco. It's so hard to balance. Like, if you really want to be a top player, you need to treat this like a full-time job. Yeah, although, remember, Petra, there are salarymen who go to EVO and do just fine. So, rather than thinking of it as a full-time job, think of it more like a hobby that you put more time to than anything else. It's like becoming a writer, right? You can't become a writer without writing. You have to set aside the 2 hours a day to practice. Same thing with Guilty Gear, or any other fighting game. You set aside that time, and you don't even think about like it being a chore. It's something you do, and you internalize that. The more experience you get, the better that you get at it. Of course, if the other thing that you should consider is that if you have a hobby you really like to do, it's not a bad idea to invest in said hobby, right? If your hobby involves using a computer all the time, then you get a better computer. I think it just makes sense because that's where all your time is going into. Don't spend your time half-assing something, right? I think investing in yourself, investing in your hobby is good if you plan on doing it for a while. Of course, you can't predict the future. Sometimes you do lose interest in a hobby and, you know, does that mean your money's wasted? No, it just means that in the time that you were really into this thing, you put your all into it, and I think that's admirable as well. I think that means that you enjoyed it to its fullest, right? But when you're really into something and you end up half-assing it, you're only doing yourself a disservice by not doing it to the best of your capabilities, in my opinion, right? Treat yourself kindly, but also know yourself better than anyone else, right? I see how it is. We're not enough for you anymore. Shake my head. My throat goes selling out. I'm not selling out, Marco. I'm just saying I think that I could be doing more. Get rest, Bar. You got grown man hours to work. I know. Metro Mort, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that. Hope that you enjoyed your time here, even though it's going to be a bit short because I'm going to be ending stream soon. Anime Discord night? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for tomorrow. The anime's not over yet. Yeah, but we can at least catch up. All right, I know a bunch of you haven't watched it yet. Really? Ow, gold pan, congratulations. I also didn't fix my pan redeem yet. I gotta figure that out too. Anything else? But yeah, I'm not selling out, Marco. Otherwise, I would be like whoring myself out in a way that's like, well, within comfort still, but you know, imagine that. Bron fuckboy arc would go insane. I would never want to do that. I think I respect myself too much for that. Not to say that people who do that aren't respectful. I respect the hell out of people who do that. I would just lose respect for myself if I started doing that. I mean, if you ever see me selling myself out like that, it means that I'm so fucking desperate for cash that I'm like losing my soul over it. I'm not going that route though. Right? You see me doing like fucking ASMR videos and like making like parasocial content. It's bad. That's bad. I don't want to go that route. Open up that OnlyFans right this instant. You know me, okay, guys? If I do anything, it's gonna be within my own comfort levels and with it and doing my own personal spin on it. New episode tomorrow too. Let's go. Whoa, Pain of Doom and Destruction. ASMR Barb. Let's go. Raw. Buy those fishnets. I'm not doing that. I do have a morph suit though. The morph suit I had on my throne got funded, and so I have one of those. I just didn't realize that it's so hard to put on and actually do anything with. I also look really stupid wearing it. Bron selling himself to the AI gods? God, I hope not. If you ever hear my voice coming out of an AI, it's because someone stole it. I'm not giving my voice over to an AI. Outside of that, I'm not sure what else to say, really. Oh, I should also teach you guys about this thing. The Anji 50-50, the Anji JPK 50-50. So Anji after he puts you in hard, after he throws you, can kill frames with rising JP and falling JK, and then he can do a last minute IAD backdash, right? So backdash in the air, and either go for an aerial or forego the aerial and go for the 2S instead. Here, let me set my opponent to throw on Wake Up. Right. So if you try to throw on Wake Up, doing that. Wait, oh, that's on block, actually. Hold on. So after recovery, let's say set to throw. Right. So if I do it wrong, well, okay, that's doing it right. So if I do this wrong, then I get thrown because I just landed and did nothing. If I do it correctly, I get a counter hit into a big old combo that can even wall break if I have meter. I can also go for a fake jump and go for a JH, which does nothing, and then go into throw. And then I can also fake a low by going JPK 2S instead. That's me doing it wrong. If I get grabbed, then I did it wrong. If I get a counter hit, then I did it right. Bron fursuit? No, I don't have a fursuit, nor do I want one. Morph suits are also hard to breathe in and see out of. True. Bron loot model when that's not happening.
Not quite.
Also, like, apparently I've been told, like, I'm like the furthest thing away people think of when they think of like Bron and lewd content. Nah, I don't see it. Apparently I give off asexual vibes as fuck.
Fly. Showtime. Here you go. You may suck. Let's continue. Go.
Just too busy being cool dude.
You may suck.
You do.
That's my key.
Bron's not lewd, can't seem like it's because I don't give off any vibes. It's like I'm too focused on other things, man. Sex is great and all, but I'm too busy playing fighting games. Can't you see?
Zip bớt tutu.
The what now? You want a tutu? I'm not giving you a tutu. I already gave you a hat. Real. Bron got the ace swag. That's the thing though, I don't think I'm asexual.
Get her, Dan. Not gonna do it.
Is there some kind of test I'm supposed to take? Do I give off like Monkey D. Luffy vibes or what? You give off demisexual vibes, which falls under the gray ace umbrella. Huh.
You may suck. Act 2.
Well, I guess it's because my philosophy is that, like, I don't really want to flirt with somebody unless, like, I hold genuine interest in them, because I don't like the idea of leading someone along. If it's, like, mutual, like, let's flirt for fun, I feel like it's a slippery slope, but if both people are, like, in the know, if I know and they know and it's a fun joke, then it's a bit I'm fully willing to just, like, yeah, let's have some fun with it, right? It's all, like, theater play at that point. But if it's like one of those slippery slopes where someone actually gets emotionally invested, good lord, that is stuff on my plate that I don't want right now. Demihumans tend to not be hot in media, so I understand why so many people are demisexual, for real, for real. You're so right for this, Marco. Sorry, my eyes are killing me right now, actually. I guess I am tired. But what was I saying? I can't see. I can't see. Oh, my eyes. No. Actually, what does my model look like when I cover my eyes? Like, question for you guys. I have my arm over my eyes right now. What does my model look like when I do this? Are my eyes closed or open? It's true, demi-humans are super hot. Are you demi? Yeah, I'm demi-human. Sorry. Open and blinking, then closed. Oh, I see. That's essentially what happens, yeah. Being real, Bron, I think you should sell out a bit more, do some more of those shitty mobile game sponsor streams, get your backing, they don't need the money. You're so right for this, though. I gotta just, like, look into sponsorships, though. Shitty mobile game ads. It'd be really funny, though, as a bit. I mean, it's mostly because with my personality, I really do give anything the benefit of the doubt. Unless it really is shitty, then I'm just like, I cannot for the life of me actually advertise this. Although there's some things that I think that if you give them a chance, they can actually be really fun. Also, when was the last time you guys saw a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship? Whatever happened to them? I think they're still going strong, right? I don't know. Do it? I'll let you know. I don't know. I remember, I treat this like a hobby, but at the same time, I could build up into a lot of things. There's so many directions in my life that I keep pulling myself towards and never doing enough of. Like, too much. I gotta focus on one thing at a time, I think. But yeah, I don't know. You ever been so afraid to dedicate yourself to one thing because you see all these other different paths you could take, and if you don't do them all at once, then like you feel like your life is gonna go to waste? That's how I feel sometimes. It's like, what can you do?
Just stay put.
Do it, Bron. You gotta get money. I need to see the Bronzewell money spread.
There.
I do need money, though. I actually do need money.
Sorry about
I don't make enough. I'm about to do the classic English major of working 2 jobs and becoming an entertainer at night. Jesus Christ. Is that really the life I want to lead? I don't know. There's opportunities, though. Just keep your ear to the ground. You never know what can happen. They're still going. I think most people just got wise to the fact that the deal was a ripoff. Why did I freeze? Was it really that bad of a ripoff? I guess it's always Hello Fresh, but the idea that people have to click the link just to like do it is like, I don't know. Although I have always wondered about meal plans, but the thing is, like, I live in an Asian household where we cook everything anyway, so what's the point of having a meal plan? If a shitty mobile game sponsor stream means an instant free 500 USD, that's a free 500 USD. That's fair. At the same time, usually it's not that much. It's like, I get what, a cut. It's usually like, oh yeah, you sell this much, you get this much of a cut. It's like a by commission kind of deal. It's like a multi-level media thing. It's a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are always like, if you sell this many things, you will get this much money. So it incentivizes you to sell more. But then like you're trying to sell shit that to your friends that you don't need, right? Imagine that. Like, hey, you call up your auntie, will you buy some knives from me for your kitchen? And you just, I don't know. At that point, people are buying stuff from you out of pity, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? You're not gaming. I guess because at that point, you're not gaming the system, rather you become a part of it, and you're now a cog in the machine of capitalism, and I hate that idea. Who knows, though? At any rate.
Full tempo. Yeah. All yours.
It's like bedtime.
Ra bớp pity no full.
That's true.
Full tempo.
What are you, Mr. T?
There. Sorry about Fujin. Rin. There. Fujin. Nagi. Let's continue. Not gonna do it. Here you go.
Yeah, this is kind of hard to do. It's hard to do what's it called? Dash Kara cancel on this consistently.
All mine.
Kara canceling Zanju is very fun because you can Kara cancel out of 5k. You can Kara cancel out of close slash.
All mine.
That's about it really, but with that knowledge you can Kara cancel into any into any special. So I can do Kara cancel butterfly, Kara cancel spin, Kara cancel Fujin, and Kara cancel Ko,
All mine.
which really does add a big difference to your momentum forward.
Ko. Full tempo.
Holy, I've never done that one before. What the fuck was that?
All mine. Or not.
Oh, ooh.
Here you go. All mine. That's my cue. All mine. Full tempo. Here you go. All mine. Or sweet.
What? All my momentum stopped just now.
All mine. Did I get you? Hey, not gonna do it.
Although I think my favorite one to do is still
All mine.
let's see.
Not worthless. Try this.
This one is a very fun one because
All did I get you?
you can cross up your opponent with it.
That's my cue.
But the problem is that
Ko. Now pisa.
this is very grabbable.
Not gonna did it.
If your opponent knows better, they can just grab you out of the air.
Not gonna did it. Yeah. Just
There.
not gonna do it. You may suck. Sweet. Sorry about this. Yeah. Fujin. Dad, let's continue.
Zombie hamburglar. Excuse me?
Full tempo.
Is there any other funny Anji tech I could show you?
Pisa. Fujin.
I mean, it basically covers most of it.
Showtime. Did I get you?
Other than diabolical stuff like this.
Fujin. Not my turn.
I can do,
Pisa. Fujin. Get her dick.
oops, double overhead.
Not my tempo.
I don't know why this doesn't work though.
Fujin. Not my tempo.
Hmm,
Fujin. Not my tempo. Just
there we go. It's a very specific timing though.
Fujin. Or not. Sorry about Fujin. Not my tempo. Yeah. Fujin. Did I get you?
You know, I'm probably just doing it too early.
Not my tempo. Not quite.
There we go. Or you can even do, oops,
Fujin. Or not.
like that. Fake a low.
Pisa.
This is a diabolical one though.
Get or not. Try this.
Yep. It's what the emote's called. Don't look at me. Is it really that? It really is Zombie Hamburglar. And it's a Twitch Global emote. Very strange.
Pisa. Fujin. Rin.
I think we've reached the end of the rope though, guys. It's about time. Where was I going with all of this? Oh, right. Selling out and all that. Being, I mean, I don't really know what I am, to be honest with you. Like, definitely was one of those things where I've wondered and maybe looked into a little bit, but looking up symptoms and being diagnosed are two different things, right? There's no point in playing armchair doctor. I think just live your life. When you find out, you find out, right? Like, I've never been in a relationship proper, say, you know, like, to the point where, you know, you see your partner in person every single day. I've never gone that far. Probably to bed, I'm guessing, yeah. Cells of the Fur Gods. My brother tells me I just haven't met the right person yet. Thanks, Gurdro. My brother tells me I haven't met the right person yet, and so when I do, probably that's when I'll figure stuff out. Till then, you know, I'm just me. I do my thing. And yeah, I got ideas in the future. I want to do them more, but that means that I have to work into it. I have to, like, light a fire under my ass and start running. You know what I mean? Figuratively and literally. Get in shape more. Dino Dance. It's true, that is just Dino Dance. Goog night, Bronze. Goog stream. Get rest. Got grown hours to work. Yeah. Hey, if I do all my work early, maybe I'll get out early. Who knows? It's a Saturday. Go enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend, alright? If I see... Well, I'll see you when I see you. We're gonna go ahead and raid this person who's also playing Guilty Gear. I got a copy of the English version of the name, not the Japanese version. Holy, I would have never known. That's crazy. So, part of me doesn't want to leave, but at the same time, you know, all good things must come to an end eventually. Otherwise, they overstay their welcome. They're no longer good things. So, follow me over here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. If you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come see me. Hopefully I get to see you live one of these days. And as for the rest of you, we're going to go ahead and raid Panda Potaki. Panda, yeah, well, where's it Potaki? Well, either way, they're really cool. They are Japanese, so sorry. There's a English translator bot, so there's that. They play Bridget. They're still getting better at Guilty Gear. I don't know if they're doing... Sometimes they do open lobbies. Other times they're in tower. Outside of that... Wait. What are we waiting for? Here's the raid message, by the way. If you have the emotes. If you don't have the emotes, feel free to use this one instead. Nothing can end. All must last forever or I'll die. The circle of life. What a stream it's been. I'm gonna get some rest. Till then, my name is Bron, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.